Greetings, 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 and happy Tuesday. Let me try to put my mic in because it's very windy out here. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay. Greetings. Can you all hear me? Let's see. Yes, we have. Yes, we have sound. All right. We're good to go. Happy Tuesday. Happy Transformation Tuesday. It is March 3rd, 3/3/26. So someone left that comment on my page, so I had to share that. 3/3/26. I don't know if you all saw the lunar eclipse last night, but that was pretty amazing. Happy Transformation Tuesday. So, like I said, it's getting nice outside. So if I can walk, I'm going to walk. So a lot has been going on, right? I see a lot of the streamers, content creators, independent journalists are back at Nancy Guthrie's home. I see that. Oh, they got my dream car. I see that. Brian Enton. Well, thank God he was there, him and News Nation, right? Because he was able to see Savannah, her sister, and her brother-in-law come and pay their respects or see the memorial. Evidently, the house has been released back to the family, so we were able to see that. And Brian reminded us, okay, so let me cross the street and walk properly because I do not want to get hit. Brian reminded us, of the emotional aspect of things, right? It is, we may be watching this on the outside looking in, but see, oh, thank you, sorry. The person's car wouldn't start, and I see you. Damn, these people be wilding. Person's car wouldn't start. Oh my God. Okay. There's a lot going on at that corner. So seeing that interaction with the family brought it back to, I guess, brought reality back, right? And it hit everyone. I know it hit me. Hearing someone cry, they put down a note for their mom and they put flowers down. And they probably never thought that this would be their reality, right? They probably never thought that they would be putting flowers down on a memorial in front of their mother's home. So we see the streamers are back. I'm still within my busy 3 days, Monday through Wednesday, but I would love to get out there. I just don't know where I could park, and I just don't know when I will have the time. So I'm getting my walk in. Oh, please don't hit me, sorry. Before the sun goes down. So I decided that I'm going to do Friday night frights. I'm not going to do the vertical, mobile. I just made up a new word for YouTube, verbal. The vertical mobile. I decided I'm going to stream it so that way people can call in. Walking on rocks is no easy feat. This is a nice house. So that's what I'm going to do. So that way people can call in and talk and respectfully give their opinion and things like that. Right? Bringing the community into the conversation through voice and not just through text, through a chat. So I know the hotter it gets, oh, Jesus. Let me show y'all what I got on. That's a nice house. Let me show you all what I have on. So it's a little hot out here. Walk this in, weight off me. Yes. And I think it was like 80 some odd degrees today. Like 88 degrees today. Now, the wrong sneakers for this? Yes. Why the hell do I have on cream sneakers? They're going to be so dirty. They're going to be so dirty in the end. But I think what I also need to do is to do get in my backyard and wash all my sneakers. Wash all of my sneakers. So last night eclipse was, oh, now I came out into my backyard and I looked up and I was like, is that it? Because earlier that night, the moon was huge. Earlier that night, the moon was absolutely, it was so bright. Earlier that evening, earlier last night. And then last night, I was like, oh, well, early in the morning. And I wanted to see it. So I go in my backyard, pick your feet up. Pick your feet up, Tay Tay. I didn't realize how much we drag our feet until I went to Africa. So that's the rest of the house. So I came out into my backyard. I look up and I'm like, I see a little sliver of something. And I'm like, is that it? Yes, but my tree, that dang on tree in the middle of my backyard, which my mother says, that looks so weird. I'm like, they built around the tree and they're not going to cut the tree down until the tree knocks the wall down. So, or unless I say, this is starting to make me sick because I have to sweep again. This will make the third time in 1 week. I guess the leaves are falling and Jesus. But I might do that this evening. I'm not sure. I have to get back to my computer and sit down, do what I need to do. So we'll see. But I said, let me get a walk in. And if I have this vest on, I should burn more calories. So I had to leave out the house and go in between, because if I'm in a backyard and the light is bright, I'm not going to be able to see. That is one of the light ordinances in regards to in Arizona. That is one of the light ordinances in Arizona. The lights have to be low-level lights. Shoot. Okay. For the telescopes, don't worry. I'm going to do some traveling within my town and show you all some things. Tucson is beautiful. I just have to find the time. So, Okay. So I came out the house and I walked in between two of the buildings and I was able to see the eclipse. Now, this was the beginning of it. It was from, I'm Mountain Standard Time. Look at that. Dang, I wish we had warmth here. That is from X Creepy Dolls. It's windy out here, you all. Okay. Okay. It's rainy and cold here. Wait, I can't even read, y'all. Dang, I wish we had warmth here. Rainy and cold here in it for the next 4 days. I'm sorry. Hey, Shirley. Shirley, Ohio. Yes, I'm so sorry. This is why I left the cold weather. I couldn't do it. I left it 10 years ago. Oh, I forgot my pepper spray. 10 years ago I left because I know that I can't, my body can't take all that cold weather. And I'm not even 50 yet, but I'm middle age. So I took the advice. Okay, I'm halfway through the block. I'm halfway there. So I took the advice of my elders that come from the Northeast and how they move down south or they move out west. Talk about snowbirds. I'm just not going back and forth. I just decided to fully move out here. And it was the best decision ever. I will forever say that. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. And it's always somewhere for you to work out at. So, and it's always somewhere where you can go into the darkness and find and sit out and look at the stars. So I know some people said that in the comments that they weren't able to see the lunar eclipse, especially on the Northeast because it was so cloudy. And sometimes, depending on where you are in the world, you will see different astronomy events. However, sometimes you can't see them depending on where you are in the world. But I absolutely love astronomy. So I said, even if I just go out and see and take a few pictures, it started at 4:04 Mountain Standard Time, AM. So I was able to see it. Hey, with your beautiful Tesla. It's like everybody got a damn Tesla out here. Elon Musk, send me a Tesla and send me a Starlink. Definitely sponsor my content for Starlink, right? My Bible says, asking you shall receive. Seeking you shall find. Knock. You see? What's she doing? She walking. She's walking. We're all walking. Now, I have a lot of stuff on, but this weighted vest, I don't even know what the weight is, honestly. I have no idea. I went to the super salesman store on the day that it was, I think, $1, $3, $5, or $15. One of those days. And I found this vest. I think I paid like $10, $15 for it. I think it was $10. Something light. But I stay out of that store because I'm like, I don't need anything right now. I mean, I do need some things, but they don't have them in that store of what I need. You see? They always have these all around, which means somebody probably, this is like off the road, somebody probably got hit. Now this is a nice space off the road, right? Why in the hell would somebody come in that far to hit someone? This is why I'm over here, and it's in the daytime, so I can be over here. So sorry for the wind, guys. So sorry for the wind. Shout out to my channel members. Shout out to you all. Thank you for being a part of the membership. I'm trying to clear videos out my phone to drop them for you all. And you can see what's been going on behind the scenes, because I appreciate the support. You could be anywhere. You don't have to tune into my channel. So I appreciate that. Is that the white van? Is that the white van? So, hello. I'm just saying hi. Yo, I'm trying to be nice to the damn sheriff's department. Y'all see this? He was about to stop though. Like, is she waving me down? Like, I'm just saying hi. Like, wait, she's a black girl happy to see us? What the hell is going on here? I told y'all the deputies are nice. It's just when I call 911 that I have an issue. So I guess it's the dispatchers. Like, oh my gosh. So yeah, guys, I'm trying to organize things, organize my life. There isn't enough hours in the day, but life be lifing. So one of the things I have to stay consistent with is this, my fitness. Because like I always say, that is the only thing that I have control over. So you see that these houses aren't as nice as the ones that we just passed, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm only walking a block. Now, is this a New York block? I think this is longer than a damn New York block, y'all. I should almost be at 1 mile. So this is why I'm consistent with this, because I can't control anything else in my life, but fitness I can't control. I don't have the full activity of my knee or the full mobility of my knee. You all see I have the knee brace on, right? But I can walk. If I can walk, then that's what I'm going to do. Whatever I can do. What do they say? If you can't crawl, wait. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. If you can't crawl, then just clap your damn hands and stomp your feet. That the last part is just me. The last part is me. So there are a few articles that came out that I want to talk about. So I don't know if I will be able to do a special. Okay, yeah, you hear? Oh, you something in here. I need an alibi. Walking with you while on my treadmill. Awesome. So let me give you something to look at. Right? Kudos to you. Congratulations to you. That looks like police. That looks like one of the vehicles that were at Nancy's at the SWAT raid. So there are a few things that are going on. Okay, so at the SWAT raid, right, where they had the raid at, I think, I can't remember the mainstream media, but I think it was Brian Enton, and he was saying that he talked to the lawyer. All right. Y'all, it took me 20 minutes to walk 1 mile. What the hell is going on? I'm getting slower and slower by the second. So, they said that they were talking to the lawyer of the person that lived in the house with their parents, and that was from the raid. So, Crime TV, they're questioning, well, why did they confiscate? Why did the FBI, Pima County Sheriff Department, why did they confiscate the Range Rover? Right? Like I said, I feel like once the media was gone, we saw that the family was able to see the memorial that the community put there, the neighbors in the community put there, not even the community, I would say the community as a whole, because it wasn't always like, the woman that prayed with me um, at Nancy's home, she was from Washington State. So people are coming from like JLR, Florida. People are coming from the East Coast, the West Coast, the Northeast, to find out what happened with Miss Nancy Guthrie. So I feel like once they got rid of the media as a whole, okay, all right, the family was able to come and pay their respects. Can I go? Please don't hit me. I do not want to be playing around with these people. I can't be running with my bad knee. The hell? Okay. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. I need to cross again. Okay. So, is this for me? What's going on here? Oh, look at that car, y'all. Look at that car. Okay, so please don't hit me. Where y'all going? Okay, can I cross? I think I need the 8-year-old Gambian to help me because they think we don't know how to cross the street. So I think I'm good to go. So things look they look so different, right? When I walked this street the other night, it was dark as heck out here. So I feel like they were waiting for the mainstream media to go so that way they could come pay their respects, mourn their mom, not mourn her unaliving, but to mourn what has happened to her. The fact that they don't, the unknown, the uncertainty, we're humans. Those emotions have to come out. So I know that they probably intended for that to be a private moment, but we did see the sheriff's department there, right? So that was interesting that they are still protecting the family, because we saw in the video when Savannah and her sister and her brother-in-law came out to look at the memorial, there were deputies that were there, deputies from the Pima County Sheriff's Department. So, hi. Welcome. Okay, so let me pull it out. There we go. It's not as hot, but it is. I mean, the sun is shining, but it is going down in the next hour. Well, it's pretty high now, right? But within the next hour and a half, the sun will have gone down. So for people that have been to the Gambia, this looks like the Gambia. Desert looks like the Gambia. So we also heard that Chris Nanos, the sheriff from Pima County Sheriff's Department, said that they're closer. So like I said, I just hope that, okay, so it's a workout pause. You can't even stop for 2 seconds. I just hope that us leaving or the mainstream media not being there so much that, I don't know. I said, oh, they're waiting for us to leave so they can do what they have to do. You remember I told you all that? Oh, they're not going to have the eyes of us. So I just hope that they're closer than we think. Because I'm in awe. I'm speechless. I refuse to believe that the criminals, some of these criminals are smart though, y'all. Some of these criminals are really smart. Sometimes we have no idea of what many of these criminals are capable of. And then out here in this vast desert, it's easy to lose hope. But I'm grateful that people are keeping Nancy and her kidnapping case at the forefront, in spite of, there being a war going on. So someone asked me, so how is it there? Because they live in another country, another country. So how is it there? Um, since America's at war. What? Did you say the target? I think it's the halfway mark reached. They said, so how is it there? I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, America may be at war, but a lot of times the people, we just going on about our business, right? I know that many of the Middle Eastern many of the Middle Eastern countries are having issues with flights, right? Um, so I know that's an issue, but their airports and things like that may be shut down, delayed, temporarily closed. But honestly, who would want to be in a country or fly into a country that is close to where they're having war? I wouldn't want that. So, Fast Badger 3730. Greetings. Welcome to Travel with TayTay. It shouldn't matter who's there. This case needs to be solved and Nancy brought home safe and sound. I mean, I do agree that. I agree. But we know that with this case, a lot of things shouldn't matter. Right, Fast Badger? A lot of things shouldn't matter, but they have been. This is the weirdest case ever. And I really hope and pray that it doesn't go down in history. Well, it will go down in Tucson history, right? American history. But I'm hoping that it doesn't go down in history as a case that was never solved. I'm from here. I was born here. Well, where I'm from, my DNA traces back to um, Cameroon and Equatorial Guinea. But I was born here. What do they call them? Fundamental Black American? Yeah, I'm from here. Well, I was born here. I guess I'm from many places. I lived in so many states. I claim them all. I just didn't expect. Oh, thank you. They're so nice. They let me go. Okay, so thank you. I don't think any of us expected for Nancy to be gone for this long. Let me see. The first was day 29. The second was day 30. And today is day 31. So, oh, that looks weird, right? You see that underneath there? It's like an aloe vera plant. Can you see it? Workout pause. Looks like a snake or something, like an octopus. Okay. So, 31 days she's been gone. Let me take a water break. Y'all know what kind of water I'm drinking. I can finally drink water out of the faucet, thanks to my epic water filter. Oh my gosh. It's the little things that make me happy. Okay, so do you all see this? You see the water bottle, right? They would put those in the desert for people that are traveling through, and sorry guys. Um, they would put those in the desert, the bottles of water, the gallons of water for people who are traveling through, who may not be legal and they need water. So you would see those like close to the border and things like that. I didn't think that, like I said, we would see them so much in this area, but I guess you see them everywhere. All right. Y'all, I'm just walking like lollygagging. I think I'm not walking at a steady pace. I'm stopping, but it's okay. It's okay. I don't want to overexert myself because I know that I didn't get enough rest. Um, I got about 6 hours. You know, on my good days, I do. Come on, I don't know what's over there, but it sounds like a critter. On my good days, I do try to get 8 hours, 7 to 8 hours. So I will be going to bed early tonight, and hopefully I can. I'm going to contact JLR and see if I can coordinate having somewhere to park so I can come down there and stay for a little bit of time. I don't necessarily feel comfortable asking a neighbor. It's just different. It's different. And I think some people may understand what I'm saying, but it's just different. I would never feel comfortable asking someone, hey, can I use your bathroom? They can be like, girl, no. You know, or they may not. I don't feel comfortable asking. So that's one of the reasons why I haven't reached out to the LR in regards to seeing if I can have somewhere to park when I come there at night. So, yeah. All right, guys. Let's see where we are. Let's see where we are. I think we're coming into home stretch. It's okay. Thank you. I think we're coming into home stretch. All right, let's see what's going on. Let's see. Let's see. It says I have 1 mile remaining distance, 1.3 miles. And let's see the heart rate. That's not bad. It's consistently in the blue, so that's not bad. Which means, okay, yes, y'all. I'm doing the weird run across the street, not waiting. Um, it's been consistently in the blue, which is my old neighbor, which is the fat burning zone. So my old neighbor, she has 5 children. She's skinny as hell. I said, well, where the hell did these? Hey, is the light about to change? Uh-oh. I'm good. Enjoy that beautiful bike. What is it? Oh, Kawasaki. Look, y'all. I'm not built for that, but you enjoy. It's getting nice. Everybody bringing their toys out. Yeah, guys. It get a little warm and you see everybody bringing out their toys. What toys do I bring out? My damn legs. And then I can get in the water. But, oh, you see him? But he doesn't, wait. He doesn't have a helmet on, I just realized, guys. Lord Jesus. I wonder, do they have to have a helmet on then? Oh, okay. That's interesting. I just realized he didn't have a helmet on. Hmm. Hmm. Nothing like water. Nothing like water. When I meet people and they're like, I don't drink water, I'm like, what? We be in Zumba and they don't drink anything. And I'm just like, man, I'm about to die. And I don't know, but everyone in my family drinks water, even the children. I'd be like, Tay, we want water. They'll just go and get the water out the water dispenser. So, but I'm always baffled when I see people don't drink water. Or when I heard one of the elders in the Gambia told me that a 70, I think the dude's 72, he's like, oh, someone said that you shouldn't drink water. And I'm like, wow, this man doesn't have a brain of his own. Like, someone told you that you shouldn't drink water and you stop drinking water, you are a Riri at 72. How the hell did he get to that age? No driving, no car. Oh, God, I don't understand some of these people. But he has so much to say. He has so much to say. And of course, he got a young thing in the Gambia. Oh, let me leave that one alone. I'll be happy when I could put all those people and everything that has happened to me in my book and in my rear view. Thank you to the people that sent me emails. I did see them, guys. I've just been a little busy and I will respond. But I appreciate you for the kind words, for the congratulations on the channel, and just for being a nice person. I appreciate you. And some of them have been following me since the Gambia, and I appreciate that. Okay, we're almost done, y'all. Almost done. Okay. In Gambia, maybe malaria is a worry. Greetings, guys. Psychic Rider. Hey. Tete is getting her walk on. I'm finishing up my last mile. No. Fast Badger. I hardly drink water. We need you to drink water. I drink a lot of coffee. Your kidneys are probably like, hey, what's going on here? Yeah. So how about this? I challenge you to drink one bottle. Keep a bottle with you. And throughout that day, I'm going to sip on it. But see, if you live somewhere where it's cold and rainy, like I drink water. That's just me. I know in order for me to, I just need water. Even if I drink juice, I drink like a little kid's cup, little children's cup, and then I'm drinking water immediately after. I just need water. That's the only thing that quenches my thirst. I'm not a coffee drinker though. I wish I was more of a tea drinker. I really only drink water and my liquid IVs, because evidently my electrolytes is not where they were supposed to be, because sometimes I would get lightheaded and get a headache. So the PA was like, to get some liquid IVs. Now what's crazy is before I went to the Gambia, before I started eating chicken and putting things back into my body that I didn't before, I didn't have headache issues and your electrolytes are low. I was just drinking water, but I was also eating a lot of whole foods, right? Okay. Is my mic still on? Yes. Okay. So I drink water. It just has coffee in it. Oh God, that's funny. That's like the people that say, I eat vegetables. It's just on my burger, right? But yes, I just challenge you, just one cup, one, what do you call it? One of those single bottles of water. Or if you have, I'm kind of against the bottles. That's why I love this, right? I love that I can keep filling these up. Look at the birds again. They always around. It's only one though on his electric bike. They be everywhere. But yeah, your kidneys need it. Just a little water. Just a little water. Um, so someone said something about malaria. Um, so um, there are a lot of worries in the Gambia, but this is what I don't understand. Real talk, malaria should not be a worry anymore. There are medicine, and even if you can't afford the medicine, one thing you can afford is something that's free, which is moringa. All right, okay, 5,000 somebody steps. Okay, so excuse me. So my thing is they can have they can take there are not like the moringa leaves. They can make moringa tea. They can. I have moringa powder, right? Natural moringa powder from the tree with the leaves, dried out, pounded, and it's powder form. And I put it in my different drinks. It's anti-parasitical, anti-parasite, anti-parasitical. I don't know if that's a word. I might have just made that word up, but it has anti-parasite um, natural elements in it. So when I had malaria, mosquito bit me in Senegal, and come on, bug, get the hell off of me. Sorry, y'all. Bug just hanging out on my arm, like I don't feel like flying. Let her take me to my destination. So when I had malaria, I came back to America with it. I didn't know. The gestation period, I think I can't remember how many days it was, but on that last day is when I started getting the headaches, migraines. I was like, what the hell is this? And it was malaria. Now, because I don't live in a state where everyone is going back and forth to Africa, the medicine was pretty hard to find. So someone told me, start taking your moringa. So I put it in my smoothies. I really didn't have appetite. I put it in my fruit smoothies. I was craving fruit. And I was able to get up and get dressed and go to my, what is it called? Infectious disease doctor appointment. I was able to go. Other than that, I was looking like a homeless person. So malaria shouldn't really be an issue in the Gambia because it's like they will get sick and they're like, well, I don't know what's wrong. And I'm like, is it malaria? And it's like they don't even think about that. And I'm like, what the hell? They get sick. Some people get sick every year with malaria. And they act like it's the first time that they heard about it. So honestly, um, malaria shouldn't be a real worry in the Gambia. If there are Americans that live in the Gambia, what they should look into is purchasing a water filtration system so that way they can get um, acclimated and drink the water, but it's filtered, right? That's one of the things that the Epic Water Filter Company, that's one of the things that they promote are the filters clean over 70 contaminants. So the real test will be me getting one of the water bottles, probably a water bottle, and using that water bottle with the filter in the Gambia. Now, if I don't get Bonjour Belly, then people can say, oh, okay. They wouldn't. Shut up, Shante. But that's what I would do because I drink so much water. I was just buying cases of water. I would drink two of those. I think it's 1.5 liters or something. I would drink two of those a day, especially if I'm out walking in the sun. So you drink two of those a day, 6 come in a pack. That's a lot of water bottles. I used to have to take the water bottles, put it in a garbage bag, and give it to the Gambians. They take the water bottles, fill it up with their water, put it in the freezer, make local juices, things like that. So they use our water bottles, they recycle and use our water bottles, right? So, yes. So beautiful. So but for me, using all those water bottles in the Gambia, I just knew I was destroying the planet. So, greetings. Hold on. What does that say? Amber E123, new to your channel. You are inspiring. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Travel with TayTay family. And I try to inspire, especially when it comes to health and fitness, health and wellness, because that wasn't my life growing up. It wasn't my life growing up. So health and wellness is everything for me. And I saw too many people my age, classmates, and how they just died, right? At 40. And I'm like, oh hell no. I want to live. I want to live. Okay, so I absolutely must have water every day. It's a must. I don't have it when I leave the house. I feel lost without it. That's how I feel if I forget my water bottle. Now, yes, y'all, I have money to buy a new water bottle, but I don't know. I think I'm very sentimental. But I do like this, so I probably need to go and buy another one. Or maybe get somebody to paint it. Somebody that's in school, get them to paint it. You know, Ressin, make it Try with Tay Tay, something like that. Need it more than my cell phone. Okay, that is Miss T YouTube. That's how I feel. Y'all, if I don't have my water, oh Lord. Um, Scott Bain, Twisted Keel. Hey Tay Tay, proud of you, hard work and dedication to finding Nancy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. I know that I haven't been on it as much, but if you know, if you follow if you're part of my membership, then you'll understand why. But oh, I have no idea what the water quality is there. Like, yeah, the water quality is just a bunch of parasites in the Gambia. Just a bunch of parasites in the water. And if you make a mistake and drink the water, or if you eat something and that water gets in your stomach, you will get banjo belly. Yep. So, okay. Greetings, everyone. Oh, it's snowing. It's snowing where you are? Is that Senate 63? No snow here. Thank God. Thank God. Hey, Deborah. Hi. So I thought you had been there when you said about the Gambia and about the oh, I'm walking on the wrong side of the road, but at least it's a sidewalk, about the malaria. You would think that um oh, you can go. Go ahead. Go. You can go. You can go. Thank you. They so nice. They'll just let you, I just don't feel like running across the street. My legs hurt. Back to the old drawing board tomorrow. I have to do um 2 more Grow with Joe workouts, or one. Yes, thank you. I am almost there. So I don't know if I have to do 2 or 1, but it depends on how I feel in the morning. Since I have long days on Wednesdays, if I get my workout in before I get my day started, then everything else is in addition to. So, oh, you're in New York, it's snowing, it's raining there in Colorado. Probably why the guy doesn't drink water. So, he's an American. So, he should drink the bottled water, right? None of the foreigners, unless they've been there for some time, drink the local water. But he's an American. So he went bike riding. How you go bike riding? It's hot as heck. He looked like he about to pass out, and he's regurgitating the words of someone else saying, "You shouldn't drink water." What? And the person said to him, "I think you should drink some water." Yeah, I'm gonna drink some water. It's just some people don't know how to think for themselves, and they will regurgitate the words of someone else, even though they may know it's wrong. And being 72, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, shoot, I've lived long enough to understand life, but some of the stuff he says and does, I don't know. There are plenty of special elders that are Americans in the Gambia. Plenty. They are just special. And I'm not saying that in a nice way. They're just special. I don't understand. I really don't understand them. How they treat each other, how they all talk about each other, smile up in each other's faces, you know, living in the dark, saying it's okay. I don't live in the dark here in America, so why would I go there and live in the dark there? Yes, if it's bottled, it's okay. But then you have to be mindful of the different brands of water, right? Because there are different companies, and some of the Gambia say some of those companies are just filling up the water with regular water. I don't think that that's necessarily true, because if you are a foreigner or a stranger, as they call us, um, pick your feet up, Tay Tay. If you are a foreigner or a stranger, as they call us, then if you drink that water, you're gonna get sick. Like one of how I got banjo belly, it wasn't from the water. Like I would go and buy the bags of ice. They say, oh, you shouldn't drink ice water. It's bad for your stomach. I drank ice water while I was in every day in hell in the Gambia, and I lost weight. So sometimes you just got to tell some of your elders, just shut up. I know my body. People tell me, oh, you'll learn. You're doing this. You need to do that. I've lost 70 pounds naturally by myself before I met you, lady. So what the hell are you talking about? But I don't understand sometimes. I think I just dropped water on my shoe. I don't understand sometimes how people think that they have to tell you what to do with your life. Like you haven't gotten to the age that you're at without them. Okay. Mic's still on? Yes. Okay. So, but since I've been exposed to um, this company that has filters, I will put the link in the comments if anyone is interested. If you use the code TravelWithTayTay, you'll get 15% off your first order. And my filter lasts for 12 months, depending on the use. I washed my hair the other day in the kitchen sink using that filter. Y'all, I was able to wash my hair, condition it, twist it, detangle it in no time. And I'm like, we all know that water, right? If it's hard water coming out your shower and you washing your hair, it can mess your hair up. Not mess your hair up, but your hair is not as healthy, it's not as shiny. This is why those TikTok shower heads, they were saying that they were out of stock, and that's a drain. They were saying they were out of stock and they were so great because, it does great things to your hair, right? So when I washed my hair, I was like, holy crap, is this what's really happening? So I'm excited to see. Okay. I'm excited to see the oh, I don't want to get hit. I don't want to get hit. I don't want to get hit. I'm excited to see what it does to my hair. I'm excited to see it. So let's see what's going on here. Okay. I just want to see where I am. I don't think I hit there. Oh, I did hit. Did I hit my target? It says 0. Okay. That's weird. Okay, so how many? Target reach. Finally, I met the target. So I burned 390 calories. I got my steps in. I reached my target in 55 minutes, and I walked 2.67 miles. And look what time it is. 5:55. I told y'all. And I walked 7,600 miles. So I do want to hit 10,000, but I did only give myself an hour because I do need to get back to this computer. But I'm just happy that when things do go my way, I'm grateful. And the fact that I don't have to carry water bottles anymore, I'm ecstatic. I am. Because now I can wash my hair in the sink. Okay. I didn't even know that there was a discrepancy. Like, I think it was a Haitian woman talking about, I think her son was washing his girlfriend's hair. I don't know. I don't follow her anymore because it's just like these people are 14 and 15 years old and they're acting like they're married. You know what I mean? I'm just like, yeah, I don't need to see this. This is nonsense. So there was this conversation about um, washing the hair in the sink. And I'm like, well, you wash chicken in the sink. And what do? You disinfect it and you clean it. So I don't know. I never knew that that was an issue. It's my house. I'm going to wash my hair where I want to wash my hair. Right? Especially if I have a water filter on my kitchen sink. I'm going to wash my hair right then and there. Right there. It's it's giving my hair what I need. So, but I'm grateful. And every time I fill up my water from the faucet, my brain is like, girl, you're not supposed to be drinking this. And I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. I have an amazing water filter. You getting your walk on? Good for you. Thank you. Um, it feels good, but I have to remind myself, like, it's okay, Tay Tay. You can drink this. It's okay. It tastes better than the water that you were purchasing. So I'm grateful for that. Okay, let's see. It's not hot enough yet, but soon it will be. Yeah. Soon, soon, soon. It'll be hot enough. So there were some girls out here laying out, and there was some girls out there laying out and tanning. But I don't lay out and tan. I don't. If I go to, if I go somewhere where there is a pool, then if I go somewhere where there is a pool, then I'm getting in the pool. I really don't mess with the ocean because I don't like the ocean. It's too unpredictable. Now I did swim in the ocean when I went to Cuba, but that was different. It was Cuba, right? There wasn't as much what do you call it? Somebody done lost their damn blanket. It wasn't any. Oh, it's a Superman blanket. Look, Spider-Man, not Superman. There wasn't any what you call it? Currents, right? There weren't any currents, so I was able to swim and really enjoy myself in the ocean. And I swam out really far. I would never do that in America. Oh wait, this is not it. Never, ever, ever will I do that. I almost drowned in the ocean many times, in the Atlantic Ocean, which gave me a fear. I had a fear. Is that a bullet? I don't know what that is. Um, it gave me a fear of being in large bodies of water, and um, I taught myself how to swim because it was just too much. So I taught myself how to swim one summer, and I have never had another dream about being stuck. Okay, I'm just gonna walk right through. I've never had another dream. Good. See, many people have ring cameras. I've never had another dream about being stuck in, um, like on a rock. You see that big rock like that? I used to have dreams of being stuck on a big rock like that, a huge rock in the middle of the ocean. I used to have a dream that I'm driving and I'm on, how did it go? I'm driving and I'm on, the road turns into a damn roller coaster. Just weird shit. Oh wait, they have a ring. That's where they keep their. I don't have that. I don't have that extra space. So I wanted to get a ladder, but I don't have that extra space in front of my house. I don't have that extra space. So you see how it's in between the wall and in between the buildings? That's how I was able to look at the sky last night. Okay. So, um, all right, lady. Workout pause. Workout resume. Is that Methuselah? Hmm. See, I wouldn't have my house open like that. I'll be scared. You know what I'll be afraid of? Somebody like my ass will walk past and look inside their home. And what is that? Oh, hell no. Please, I do not want to get attacked by any more dogs. Hey. Yes, y'all. I don't want to get attacked by any more dogs. Okay, so this is where the woman lives, where her dog attacked me. She lives right here. And I will be. It is what it is. She will get lawsuit paperwork in the mail. Greetings. Greetings, greetings. Greetings, greetings, greetings. And it's, how sad is it that you have to sue your neighbor, right? But if people don't take any accountability, this is why I have so many lawsuits in the Gambia. Uh-oh. I hit 3 miles, y'all. So for the person that said, why are you only doing 2.67 miles? Why not do 3? You see how much extra walking I had to do in spite of all of that? I thought it was more than 2.67 miles, but it's not. Now, what's funny is, y'all, I park in different locations. I just walked past my car and was like, oh, you parked over here? Now, what would have happened is I would have went looking for my car, like, and I would have swore up and down that somebody stole my damn car. I was like, they stole my car. Oh, who stole my car? And no one had stolen my car. I parked it in a different location. But yeah, I am pretty much done, you all. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for entertaining my malarkey as I talk and walk. And this weekend, this Friday Night Frights, I'm going to set up the stream, and we'll be able to look at pictures and look at videos, and you all will be able to call in and give your opinion on the Nancy Guthrie case. I know when I first started doing my live over there, people were asking me, can we call in? And you can't call in when I'm doing a live like this, because this is everybody out walking. This is a mobile stream, right? This is a mobile live. So I don't know if people can do other things with a mobile live. I'm not sure. But I think some people use the computer to use StreamYard, and then they also use their phone, right? So it's like you're allowing someone else to be on the panel with you. So I'm learning. Whew. All right, guys. Let's see. I have to adjust these lights. But my backyard lights are looking very, very, very nice. Very nice. So Okay, this backyard looks familiar, right? So it's not on yet. They're not on yet. And then the other ones, I picked them up and I put them there. So that way they're getting the sun. I'm going to put them down tonight. I'll put them back in the dirt. The holes are there. I'll do that tonight. But I wanted to, some of these are very new. And I wanted to make sure that they got the light and they got enough sunlight. Yes. So, yes, I need to sweep the backyard. This is my swimming hat. Now, I do look crazy because I have like the stocking cap on top, but I didn't want my hair to get really, really dry from the sun. So I put that on. I was wondering why the live numbers went down. I was wondering. Okay, so maybe we should be back now. You know what happened? I was close to home. Okay, so I was doing all this talking and y'all didn't hear anything. You all are back? All right, let me see if you all are back. I'll wait until I see some hearts in the I'll wait until I see some hearts in the chat. Until then I will just continue to sweep. Look at this. I have hay for a damn horse. All right, so let me know if I'm back, you all. I don't know when it disconnected. There we are. It wouldn't give me a it wouldn't give me a picture. Okay. All right, so there we go. I should have known that because once I got close to the house and then I left. So I think it picked up on the internet and then it just went away. Sorry about that. I should notice that when the numbers, the live numbers drop. When they drop and they're down to like 1 or 2, I should notice that there must be something wrong with the internet. So I'm going to go over the article again because I was reading an article and showing you all pictures. So I'm going to do that again. But right now, I'm just going to talk to you all while I sweep this backyard for the third time this week. The third time. This is the third time this week. There's so many leaves that like it literally, I can have some hay to feed a damn horse. Okay. We're going to put this in the plant like I did before. And once the lights go out, it should. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, shoot, y'all. I didn't pull the damn top off. Okay. Come on. Go in there. There you go. Right? Okay. There we go. All right. So I'm going to do some sweeping. And I didn't intend to do this, but I have to. I can't. This backyard, it just bothers me that anytime I come back here, I take in a million leaves on my shoes. So, okay. So I was talking about the article and how Savannah has it's oh shoot. Okay. So I think so my handyman was using these hooks to put the cord to the wall, but it wasn't strong enough. So he said he was going to come back with some nails, but I'm not going to stress him because then I'll have to pay him some more money to come back. So I'm not going to worry about it right now. But at some point in time, I am going to want him to nail this cord to the wall. So back to Savannah. I was reading an article. Oh God, my arms hurt. And I will update you all on the article. But I was reading an article and it was basically stating, good night. Sleep well. I was reading an article and it was basically stating that, Savannah said and has acknowledged that, her mother may be gone, so it's either going to be a miraculous return, right? Where she will have an amazing testimony, or Miss Nancy is already gone and with the Lord, like she said, dancing with her mother and her father and her brother, right? Um, if she is gone, what a horrible way to leave this world after living on this planet for 84 years and having an amazing life, right? I think she's from Australia. I think it said Australia. And look, as I'm sweeping, the leaves are falling on my daggone head. So there is a picture of Savannah and her mom, and where she raised the 3 children after her husband passed away. So that there is, I guess it's $1.2 million, the $1.2 million reward, the $100,000 reward for, I look like a farmer. From back here, I feel like I look like a farmer. $100,000 reward from the FBI, and then there was an anonymous donor that matched the FBI's $100,000 reward, and then Savannah's family has offered a $1 million family reward to anyone who, um, gives information in the recovery of her mom. And those are the exact words. It says recovery. It's like we have hope, right? But this woman is an older woman, and it's been 31 days. It's been 31 days. So even if someone kidnapped me and I'm 46 with a healthy heart, going through that type of stress has to bring a lot of uncertainty, and physiological damage to you. And if she already had heart issues, you never know. You never know. You never know. And I think that is what is so mind blowing and mind boggling to everyone. It's because we don't know. And we're on the outside looking in, but these are family members. Imagine, you have a good, nice night with your mother. You talk to your mother the night before. Okay, mom, love you, bye. Talk to you tomorrow. And then you go to call and nobody can reach her. Right? And it's like, wait, hold up. I just saw you last night. We just dropped you off, whatever. And for 30 days, and then to have this up and down roller coaster, right? The raid, the Range Rover, um, the raid in Rio Rico, like all of these things, and then to still not have any concrete evidence of where this woman is absolutely, heart-wrenching. I know it's heart-wrenching for the family. I can't even imagine. Look at this. Look at this. You see this big pile? So what I'm going to do, excuse me, is I'm going to sweep. All of this came off the tree from the last time I freaking swept it. Okay. So now it doesn't seem like it's as much hay. So I can just sweep it onto the dirt or the fake grass. And oh, what is that? Oh, all right. I could take these off, right? So I can sweep this. There's a piece of lint over there, and I keep thinking it's a lizard. So This is not, I don't know. I'm sweeping all this over here, but now it's just going to be a healthy pile of hay. Okay. That's what it looks like. Okay. I probably need some music back here, right? But I don't feel like stopping. This is, I have never swept this so much in my life. I have never swept this backyard this much in my whole life. But as I sweep, everything falls. And I'm really like, I'm going to contact them and be like, hey, can they kind of come and cut some of the leaves down? Like, come and cut some of the branches off. I'm going to put in a work order because this is getting on my nerves. I have never had to sweep this backyard 3 times in 1 week. I mean, I shouldn't be complaining, right? What do I say? Well, everything I do, I find fitness in it, right? It's healthy. It's this, it's that. It's exercise. But Jesus, this is getting to be too much. But I have to do it. Who else is going to do it? Stella not going to sweep this. I don't have a secret housekeeper that comes in while I'm asleep and jumps over the wall and says, let me go and sweep her backyard for her. I don't have that. I don't have that. So, but there have been a few updates, but it's just recapping on the bad news of everything that has happened, right? The DNA that was sent to the private lab and now it's compromised. Well, that sucks. You know, I just really hope that Chris Nanos, the sheriff, said he said some things. I don't know. I guess it was a press release. So I'm going to read that to you all before I'm done. I just want to get this swept up. I just want to get this swept up. Because if not, I'm not going to want to do it. So let me just get in the groove of sweeping this, and then I will sit down and read the articles to you all. Now, I may not be sweeping this as much as I want to, like as thorough as I did a few days ago, but I'm like, shoot, why should I? I just swept it this week. So, I mean, it's okay. But as soon as I sweep this area, the leaves fall down. Thank you, Winifred Nelson. Thank you so much. I love my backyard. It's just enough. Honestly, it's just enough. At first I was just like, oh, this backyard is not as big as they showed me in the what do you call it? In the model. It's not as big. It's da 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 da. And then I'm like, you know what? Once I swept it, I was like, oh no, no, no. This yard is just fine. It's the perfect size. And like I said, it's good for me because if I moved into a 3-bedroom home, well, that's more to clean and so I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful, and I'm grateful that I'm doing things my way, right? Even if it's slow and steady, I'm grateful I'm doing things my way. Because so many times people will follow tradition. Oh, I got to be married by this age. I have to do this by that age. I have to do this. And then when you get to those ages and you haven't, you see, it just fell on me again. I'll be out here in 2 more days sweeping. Oh, shoot. Where are my keys? I need to open this so I can sweep it. So when you get to those ages and you haven't met those goals, now what happens? Now people are beating themselves up and, oh, I didn't I didn't get this done. I'm this age and I haven't done this. I'm that age. And all it does is put unnecessary pressure on us. So I'm grateful. Come on, you better stay your behind out here. You can hang on that door all you want. As long as you don't come and fly over by me, we're good to go. I'm a city girl. I just don't understand. So we end up putting so much pressure on ourselves. And then when we don't reach the goals that we want to reach at the ages that we are, now it's just we're beating ourselves up, right? We start dating people that we normally wouldn't date because we're listening to everyone else about, oh, my your biological clock is ticking and you haven't had a child, and how many people fall into that? How many women do we see online praising and happy that they are now divorced? How many women been in relationships for 15, 20, 30 years and just were unhappy, just unhappy, but they stayed? Why? Because I got to show you that I got a my man, my man, my man. Why I'm not? So I'm grateful that I've always been different. I'm grateful that I always walk to the own beat of my drum. I'm grateful for that. Now, will some people hate you for it? Yeah, but who cares? That's them. Let them hate you. They're just mad that you're not in the same boat as them, or that you weren't in the same boat as them. We got all these man-hating women, and I'm like, well, I don't hate all men, okay? Because all men aren't the men that you have children by, and all men aren't the man that you marry. Every man ain't effed up. Shout out to the good dudes out there. Shout out to the good women out there. Oh God. Y'all, I feel like I'm just gonna be sweeping here for the rest of my life. Just right here. Just right here. Just like a gift. Just over and over. Just like a gift. Just over and over, right? This is where I'm gonna be for the rest of my life. So I'm grateful that at first I wasn't. When I was younger, I'm like, oh man, I'm missing out. Fast forward 20 years later, I'm not missing out on anything. I'm missing out on what? On a bunch of people that are unhappy? No, no. And if people, someone said in the chat, in a comment of one of the videos of my short when I went to an open house, and they were like, you know, people can live a full life without children if that's what they choose. But how many times will, if you say you don't want any children, and people be like, oh, you can have children. Oh, you should just have one. I mean, that's what was said to me in the Gambia. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Oh, you should just have one. Are you going to take care of them? Are you going to take care of said child? No. I mean, because most of these continental Africans are to sponsor their child. So they go out and have all these children, and then they want you to sponsor their child. Well, how's that fair? But it's like I said, in many cultures, you can't say what you want. You have to do as tradition tells you. You have to do what your parents or whomever tells you. You have to follow in the same footsteps as your family members. Now, how many people saw an elder woman in a relationship growing up and she was miserable? She couldn't have a life of her own. She couldn't have anything. She just always was attached. She was always a wife, a mother, and that's it. She couldn't have a career. She couldn't get an education, right? But these are the same people that'll tell you, you got to do this. You have to do that. And I'm just here to tell you that you can do whatever you want. This is your journey. It's not your mother's. It's not your grandmother's. It's not your daddy's. This is your journey. This is the only life that you know that you're going to live, unless you know something different than I do. And you live it. And if you don't want any children, that's fine. If you want to have 85 children, then do it. Right? But just please be mindful, if you having all these children, don't be out here asking people to take care of your children. Oh, can you sponsor my child? When they used to say that to me in the Gambia, you know what I would say? Day date, which means no. I didn't have any enjoyment day. So you notice I'll say day on things. That's just kind of like the slang of what Gambians say. But enjoyment is relations, right? I didn't have any enjoyment in making that child, so no, I'm not sponsoring your child. Now, have I given to many children in the Gambia? Yes. But what I realize is the more you give, the more people expect. Now, if I had a child and someone says, oh, and I lived in Africa, and someone says, I'm going to sponsor, all this hurts, which is good, right? Because that's your bat wings, but all of that hurts. So if someone says, I'll sponsor your child for you, right? Cool. Now, for me, the person that I am, what I would do is, okay, they're sponsoring my child, so every other penny that I get, I'm saving it up, because they're not going to sponsor my child for the rest of their life. But that's what they think. And then you can sponsor someone's child 5-6 years. If you ever say you're not sponsoring that child, these people will call you wicked. Yes, you heard me correctly. These people will call you wicked. After you sponsor their child for 5-6 years, they will call you wicked, because how dare you stop taking care of my child? What the hell? That doesn't even sound right. That doesn't even sound right. So I said all that to say, follow your own dreams. Don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to walk up against the grain. Now, will you be persecuted? Maybe. Look at me. I'm fighting these Black Americans that look like me, that scammed all these people in Africa. Nobody's fighting with me. All the people in Gambia, come here, but behind the scenes, they crashing out. This effing place, I hate this place, right? But it's in front of the camera, is like, because they invested. So now I got to tell you that everything is good here because I bought land and I built the house. That's not honesty, right? But look at this. It looks like a bunch of hay, right? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. But you have to follow your goals yourself. And you can't allow other people to persuade you to do something that you don't want to do. It's okay to say no. Now, if you're one of those people where you need people, then I would say, you have to do what's best for you, is what I would say. Some people don't have it in them to go against the grain. They need people to justify who they are. Okay. So yes, Amber, tap, tap, tap backwards. The update that I have, I gave it to you all, but I'm sweeping his backyard, and then I'm gonna go over the 2 articles that but there isn't too much that's going on, right? It's not. I'll get back to what has been going on with the Nancy Guthrie case, but there really isn't too much going on. And the things that has happened, we're just like, really? So, or maybe we just don't know what's going on. Y'all, I'm almost done. I think I'm going to get so quick with sweeping this backyard. I'm happy I don't have allergies, but my nose is running. I'm going to get so quick with sweeping this backyard. I'm doing it in like 5 minutes. I mean, not really, but this is the 3rd time I've swept this backyard this week. But it's okay. It's exercise. Oh, all this hurts. All this hurts. But I did do a Grow with Joe workout yesterday morning. Um, after this, I have 2 more weeks. This is the 4th week. Then I have the 5th week and the 6th week, the 6th week, and then I'll be done with the Grow with Joe fat loss plan, ultimate fat loss plan. And I think I'm going to do another one, but I think the next one is going to be weight training and cardio. And that will just be until the summer comes. Once the summer comes, I'm going to be in the water taking water classes, but I might set up my camera at the pool and do some water exercises the way I was doing before at the other complex that I lived at. Does it matter if anyone comes? No, this is my workout. And yours if you choose to do so with me. Just like one of the women was like, I'm on my treadmill walking with you. I appreciate that. I appreciate inspiring people, and we do this together. So I just implore people to follow their goals and their dreams and be okay with saying no. My mother always used to tell me, you could say no and not give someone an explanation. And I never understood that, because if I told my friends no, the first thing they would say is, why? Right? But we knew growing up in our community, if our parents said no, or if grandmother, grandfather, whomever, someone in authority says no, then it's no. Now, sometimes we did say, well, why? And they say, what did they say? What would they say, guys? When somebody tell us no, you were sweeping it on another lot the other day. This make the 3rd time this week that I got to sweep this damn backyard. Like, this is crazy. But this tree, I guess because it's like the summer is it's almost the summer. No, it better be almost the summer, Shantae. The spring, it is, all the leaves are dropping. Like, as I sweep, the leaves fall. I'm like, Jesus, you ain't even giving me a chance. So maybe I'll have some Michelle Obama arms. I don't know. I should have some nice arms. I tell you that. Some Angela Bassett arms with all this sweeping. Once it gets warmer and it's really hot and I'm out here, I will spray it. I have my hose. I'm going to hook up my hose. I will spray the artificial turf. It doesn't get hot where, oh my God, it's going to burn you. It doesn't. Someone said, you shouldn't do that. And I'm like, do you live in the desert? Because this is what they sell in the desert. And if it got that hot and it burned the dogs and burned people's feet, then I don't think that they would have it, right? They wouldn't be selling it. But people will say anything. People will say anything. They will tell you, no, that's not true, when they don't even, when they wrong. I'm like, do you know you're wrong, or you just a jerk? I don't know. But one thing I will always do is encourage people to be them and not worry about what someone else thinks about you. People are going to think and say whatever they want regardless. But in the end, you have to be happy with you. You have to be happy with you. And that's what I just try to encourage people. Y'all see the lights? You see them came on? I like these. I like these so much better than the other ones with the pole. I like these. I think they sit perfect. And they were only $1.50 at Dollar Tree. $1.50. So I guess every 3 days, 3 times a week, I'll be out here sweeping this backyard. But I want to get back to weight training. And one thing during COVID, I was a part of a gym, and it was Easy Fitness Transformation Center. So I will only do Zooms, right? They were stationed out of Jersey. And but during COVID, I knew I want to work out. I need this. I need the gym. And so I went ahead and joined the gym. But one of the things that we always did was not only, of course, we lifted weights with every workout. Every workout we lifted weights, right? But we were also doing cardio with, so leg day, right? Say it's leg day and we're lifting, we're doing squats, whatever. They would have us do what are they? Touch. I don't know the names, right? I think it's touchdowns, right? I can't really move, y'all. My body hurt. But and they had us doing them way faster than that, right? They had us doing burpees. I'm not dropping down doing no burpee. If I hit the ground, I ain't coming back up, right? So what did I do? I used a chair. Now, what's funny is they never really gave modifications until they started working out with me, until I started working out with them. And I would modify workouts myself. And then they're like, oh, okay, modification, this, that, and the third. But, in the end, they were racist towards me. But I got what I needed, right? I got what I needed. The owner, his wife, and I didn't understand it because the owner is Nigerian, right? He's Nigerian. But many foreigners don't look at continental Africans. Some continental Africans don't look at us as we're the same. They don't look at us the same. They look at Black Americans as something different. So, but yeah, his wife was racist towards me. Oh, don't put her on that plan because she lives in Arizona. What does that have to do with anything? If I talked to you and I told you that, well, I talked to one of your employees and I told them what plan I wanted to be on. So why in the world would you just nix me off and just put me on whatever plan you want to put me on? Because Kiko was racist. She was Japanese, but she was racist. And I'm like, ma'am, why? Why come here and treat us like this? Like this is not my country. Now, if I go to Japan, can I act like that in your country? No, never can I do that. But some people do come here and they just want to treat people that live here like this is our country. How are you going to treat us bad? I don't understand. Make it make sense for me, please. So, but we always lifted weights and we always, come on, you're not going down? There we go. Okay. You're still not going down the way I want you to. Okay, whatever. Right? I'm always back here in this backyard, right? Always. At least I'm not in the shed. Me being in the shed used to bother the sister. You in that shed again? I'm like, shed is my shed. Why are you so worried about me being in my damn shed? Right? Like, what does that have to do with you? You ain't over here in my damn shed. I think people are just special. Where's this hole? I don't want to just stick my finger down there. Where's the hole? Oh, y'all. Oh, my God. Okay. The hole that I made the other night is gone. Okay. So let me go and get something so I can make the hole again. And then I'm going to read this article to you all. And then I'm going to go. Because, wait, that's at 6:49. I thought that's at 8:49. Okay. So I think I could take this off. Let me take this off. Okay. So I'm going to pour some water in here. And then I'm going to disturb the earth a little bit. Oh, I can't take this off with the hat on. All right. I guess I have to leave it on. Take it off. But I have to take everything off to do this. Hold on, guys. I'll be there to check your. I was trying to take that off, but I got to take everything off, the hat and everything to do this. So I'm not going to do that right now. Okay. Yes. Wow. That earth. Thank you. That earth closed up real quick. Real quick. 0 to 100 real quick. Okay. So let's put this back on here. Okay. And I think this came off. Okay. And let's put this back in here. Oh, I forgot the daggone hammer. This is not supposed to be this, y'all. This is supposed to be just stick the lights in the hole and everything is good. But now it's not good. Okay. But all of the lights are better now. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. I just want to say you are my. Okay. All right, guys, look at that. So I have more sun. Okay. Okay. So we've had more sun hit this. So now these are much brighter. They're much brighter. You remember how some of them weren't as bright? Okay. Yo, my legs hurt. Oh my God, my legs hurt. It's so nice how you can walk somewhere else where we can't see you and we can still hear you clear. What was that? Okay. My picture fell. Y'all. I'm like, who's in the house? Are you in Tucson still? Yes, I live here. I live here. Hi, Sarah Logan. How you doing? Thank you. Best advice I ever got at 17 was to learn to like your own company. Amen. So true. And my mom would say, because I said so. Why? You see? Skip spring, moving right to summer. Y'all saw that? No, we gotta. Okay, so that's what I was looking for. Our parents used to say, we would say, Mom, can I go to my friend's house? No. Well, why? Because I said so. Because I said so. So I've learned I had to use this with my own friends, right? They was like, oh, Shantae, you gonna do this with us? You going? I'm like, no. Well, why? And I'm like, because I said so. And they will shut right up, right? Like they will shut right up. Okay, so where is this hole? Right here? Y'all, these holes, dang, these holes closed up quick. I mean, it was only like one day. But I guess because it was hot, it's like, oh no, dried up, dried up. Okay, so I have 3 to put here. So one of the things that I had to learn was to say no. Even especially when I leave the country, because you have this kind heart and people just like, oh, can I have? Can I have? Can I have? And you have to say no and be comfortable saying no. They may call you wicked. Oh, you're wicked. What? Whatever. That's the main thing Gambians will say. You're wicked. Let alone everything is going crazy and you just standing up for yourself and they will call you wicked. But they call each other wicked. And if you fight for something, okay. Oh my God, y'all, that's hard. Okay. Oh my gosh. If you fight for something, they will say oh, this woman, she's a problem. And they will say that about me. And then when I meet someone and I tell them the lowdown of everything that has happened, or if they end up going somewhere with me to handle some business in the Gambia, that's when they will see and say, oh, wait, you're not the issue. And I'm like, no. Yes. So the eclipse was last night. I have a video. I'm going to upload that. And it was between the trees, and I couldn't see it at like 4 a.m. So I had to go out the building and go on the other side and do it that way. Yeah. And I think they're supposed to have another one tonight. Tonight's supposed to be the blue moon or something. Um, um, okay, so Meg, Megs D. I just found you a few days ago and I already adore you. I love your personality. Thank you for being you. Thank you for you being here. I appreciate that. What's going on here? Um, Girl, we need to hook up. I need a walk and workout buddy. We can bring my itty bitty and your baby too. Oh, hey Cosmo. That sounds nice. Right? Are you a Tucsonan? Are you a Tucsonan? One of the things I wanted to do was with the content creators that are here, I wanted to do something with them, right? Where we can go to, oh, there we go. That hole is good. Okay. And this hole should be good. Okay. There we go. Okay. That way, we can go hiking or we can go somewhere together, you know. Oh yeah, that's a perfect hole. Um, we have the Serato, we have all these museums, and then we have places that are not even in Tucson, right? And these are things that I'm grateful that I met all of these people. I feel bad that we met under these conditions, but meeting good people is a nice thing. And the fact that 857 Tucson is here, and if we go somewhere, we can have a dude with us. I mean, I have my gun with me at all times, right? I don't leave the house without her. Okay. Um, but having someone to go with us, and because Tucson has a lot of nice attractions. Okay. Okay. Oh, all right. I think we're good. Okay. Tucson has a lot of nice attractions. And one of the reasons why I didn't go to many places is because I didn't want to go by myself. Come on, Earth. You're not going to do any giving for me? Come on now. I'm tired. Okay. What is that? What is that? A rock? What is that? Oh my gosh, this is like hard. Like a body is under here or something. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm showing y'all my butt cheeks. My tootie tootie on Rudy. But she is getting very, very tight. Come on. I'm getting mad now, y'all. Y'all see me getting mad now? Okay. 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 All right. Please be the last one because I'm tired. Okay. Okay. I think that's the best I can do. That's the best I can do. This thing is getting on my daggone nerves. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I have to take this in the house and let me. Dang, I don't have a chair. My chair's in the car. Okay. So let's see. Very hard. So Sarah Logan, you talking about my butt? Um, hold on. What's going on here? We was defending her, but she kind of got mad. Who? What? Let me see. Tell you need to do core exercises like planks and that belly and butt to firm it up. Well, thank you, Sarah. Okay, so okay, so Sarah, you disrespectful. So you done out here. You gonna say I look like Jay-Z? You see how people want to give you these backside-handed compliments, right? Oh, it looks like the eclipse. I wonder what you look like, ma'am. I see. I was nice to you, Sarah. But if you come for me, right? You're like, oh, she get mad. But now you block from the channel altogether. How about that? How about that? So, um, they do. Her comments did sound mean. So that now she's done out here. So, I mean, I remember seeing her name, but people come in here and they want to be um people just want to give you a backhanded, side-handed compliment, right? I remember her name, but she wish she had an ass like mine. They will tell you what you need to do. It's not about working out. It's not. That's what people. This is what people. This is what messes people up. They think everything is about a workout. No, it's what you put in your body. That's what the thing is. It's what you put in your body, right? But Sarah done out here now. Sarah can never comment ever, right? So I give you a chance. I will give someone a chance. But when they come here and they block, oh, she get mad. Well, what woman doesn't get angry or upset when you're talking about their weight? You think Google doesn't remind me that I gained 25 pounds, but I also lost 16,000 plus, Sarah Logan. Have you lost that much money or are you sitting on your fat ass just talking? You see? She said she get mad. No, I just cuss your ass out and block you and move on, bitch. Okay. I have PTSD because of people like Sarah. People just feel that they can say and do whatever they want. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, I don't see it, but I'm getting there. I am finding me again. But so the pants that I have on today does not have any hold. So there are pants that I will wear when I just go walking, and then there are pants that I will wear when I'm really doing a super workout, right? But Sarah doesn't know that. But who comes on someone's page and say, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that? So I'm not working out. Just because you don't see me working out doesn't mean I'm not working out, that I'm not doing more than walking. But people just be, they be special. They be special. And in this day and age, Stara probably then saw me cuss somebody else out before. Like, oh, but she get mad. Well, yeah, I'm gonna get mad. If you come on my page, that's like me coming into your house and saying, Creole lady, 3930. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat. You all know that y'all don't ever have to give me money. I appreciate you for that. Um, that's like me coming into your house and saying, I walk in your house and you invite me to your house. I walk in your house and this is where you live. You need to do this. You need to do that. Who does that? Like, who raised Sarah? Snakes? I'm not gonna say wolves because wolves stick together. Maybe snakes raised Sarah. I don't know. But Sarah doesn't have any home training. But it's like, oh, hey, Tay. Hey, girl. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. May God continue to bless you, sister. Hey, Tay. Oh, you see that butt? Hey, Tay. I'm like, that's shade, right? That's shade. But some people don't care. And if they don't care, then why should I care? So I'm taking my twists out tomorrow, you all. I wash my hair, I put it in twists. I'm going to let the lion out tomorrow. I'm going to let her loose and wear something cute. But, you know, um, as I get older, I just don't understand people. I do not understand them. I don't understand. And I'm just like, if you are that miserable, all you have to do is go for a walk. Go do a workout, but Sarah's not the first person. Sarah's not going to be the last one that wants to judge people even though they don't know them. Somebody did that to me recently, and I'm just like, I admired you. I adored you. I took up for you when other people talked about you, and you just come for me all sideways. I'm like, okay, that'll be the last time I talk to your ass. And that's just the end of it. I don't, no one should have to beg anyone to be nice to them. If someone is not being nice to you, then you need to cut them the F off, period. You cut them off. Whether you talk to them and tell them why you cut them off, or you just say, you ghost them. Many times I just ghost people because I feel like people know what they're doing. I shouldn't have to tell a 50, 60, 70-year-old that they're not treating me right. They know that. But maybe they've been like this their whole lives, and that's all that they know is, oh, let me be mean and nasty. Let me be shady. Let me give you a backhanded compliment, and then let me insult you. What? That's the quickest way for you to get cursed out by this girl that has PTSD. And if anyone in the Gambia, you know, say, oh, has something to say about me, I'm like, well, you're just not being honest with yourself, especially if you live there. Because I've talked to a few Black Americans, some big YouTubers, some small YouTubers in the Gambia, and they all talk like me behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, right? Crashing out, F you, shut the F up, all of that. All of that. But if I bought land and I built a house, then I have to tell you, oh, this is beautiful. I have to tell you that. Because if I don't, then what happens? If I don't tell you that, then what happens? Well, I run the chance of people not coming there and I lose my investment. So, but that's just not, it's not me. Oh, wait, let me get the other one. I'm about to stretch and then I'm gonna get back to this computer because I have quite a bit of stuff to do. And I want to get into bed by 9 o'clock. I haven't been able to get in the water the way I want to, but I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all always showing love because you don't have to. You can be anywhere, but you decided to be here. Um, Hi, Mr. Mikey. Welcome. Welcome. I appreciate you for moderating. So what's crazy is I had two moderators, right? I have not seen them since the channel has grown. Look at it. But I refuse to take these twists out. I refuse to take them out. Greetings, Purple Angel. Um, um, yes, I appreciate you. Bye, Sarah. We got rid of Sarah, okay? Cosme5545. You can contact me at TravelWithTayTay@gmail.com. Yes, you can contact me there. And all right, we're all good? Okay, all right. So I'm going to, now I shouldn't take my shoes off, but I am. Just in case I stepped in. Oh, I didn't step in any mud. I didn't. So I am doing well. I hope everyone else is doing well. I do worry about Taycation. Probably Tay Tay. It she gets so angry. So Creole lady, you don't have to. So with me getting something is not focused, right? It's not focusing. Um, my anger is PTSD. You know how when people are in the military and they go through some things? Um, Mine is situational. And this is why therapy is so important, right? We see people that are in the military or that were in the military, and they are still um ooh, I'm almost at 10,000 steps, y'all. Okay, I have to walk just a little bit. I'm sitting here and the leaves are falling on me. They're going to be all in my hair. Let me put, I don't want to, they're going to be all in my hair. So, and how many miles it, okay, all right. So let me close this. I heard something behind me. I'm like, what is that? Um, so altogether I did let's see, I think it's 3.2 miles. Yes, I did 3.2 miles altogether. And then how many calories did I burn? So right now I'm doing the 6-week challenge, and I should have burned over 400. Come on, we're gonna see what happens here. So I'm doing the 6-week challenge now. Oh, y'all, I said I should have burned over 400 calories. Look how many calories I burned. Right there. Where's that? Right there. 808. Now, it wasn't really strenuous, right? I'm sweeping. The blue is the it's the fat burning zone, right? So the blue is the fat burning zone, and I just feel like I'm not clear. I feel like this is clear, like it's focusing here. Um, but yeah, 2 hours. So I guess it took me some time to sweep out here. And oh, wait, so Creole lady, this is happening. This is happening. I don't know why this is happening. So Creole lady, someone just typed something. Tay wears those BLM Africa earrings, right? They're not Black Lives Matter Africa earrings. And that tells me down with Whitey. That's what that says. So let me hide that one. So I think, let me see. Okay. Creole lady. So someone has explained to me, because this has happened. Oh, JLR is headed to the Waffle House. Um, I think so. I think this is what happened before. And someone said that recently. Someone sent me an email and told me how people hack accounts, and how they take the picture, and so it looks like it's two of the same ones. And a couple of times people have said, my account was hacked, and someone was like, your account can't be hacked and you're still on it, right? So I said that to them, and someone sent me an email, and they were like, no, this is how it happens. And I never knew that. I never knew that. So I don't know what the hell is going on with this. So I got some workout clothes from Fashion Nova. They look cute, but they're not really worth it. Like this bra beneath it, because I just feel like it just shows too much. Now, sometimes when people go to the gym, they just want to show everything, right? That's not what I go to the gym for. I literally go to the gym to work out. So I don't want to have to, is this showing? Is this showing? So, mm-mm. But I hope that everything was taken care of, Creole lady. Abby, I'm going to send you an email. Okay. I hope that everything works out, because someone did tell me that they explained to me the whole hacking thing. Now let me see. MK said, "This is why I have trouble working out. I think about Waffle House. I used to go to the Waffle House all the time when I first got here, but I stopped going. They always having fights at the Waffle House. I'm like, dang, it's kind of ghetto down here. So let me say this. So I wanted to let me see. I want to read this article to you all. And this will be while I'm stretching. I want to read this article. So one of the things is per Yahoo, this is Nancy and Savannah in front of the house. So we know that she raised three children in that house after her dad passed away, after her husband passed away, right? Best way to firm your arms is three sets of triceps with 10 pounds on each arm. So I do that and so much more when it's just that right now I'm doing a 6 week challenge with Grow with Joe. So once I'm done with that, then I'm going to do my um, weight training because I weight train. Like when I go to the gym, if my knee wasn't jacked up, I will be in the gym. We weight train and cardio, weight train and cardio. All of our classes are weight training and cardio. And that's what I love because you're doing both, right? There are some people that now I cross train, I swim, I walk, I do water workouts. It's just I'm not as clean with my eating because I know that this is not fully clear of all the nonsense that has happened to me in the Gambia. And I'm healing. And I'm happy that I'm getting an opportunity to heal right in front of you all faces, which is going to open up the door for talking about mental health. Because a lot of us, life be kicking our butts and we be going through it, right? We be going through it. And many people don't know how to deal with it. And this is why people are on, rugs with the D, right? They're doing You're drinking an abundance of alcohol, all these things. They're doing all these things instead of going to see a therapist and healing. Now, that's if they can, finding ways to try to heal yourself, thinking more positively. Now, I know that maybe I shouldn't react as harsh as I do sometimes, but um, I have PTSD and I'm still going through. If I was Oh, I gotta lock the gate. If I was done with the Gambia and I didn't have any property there and the cases were done, it wouldn't matter. I can say, that's in my rear view, put it behind me, keep it moving. I'm looking forward. I wouldn't have to worry about anything. But good evening, unforgivable sins. Yes. So I do 5, 7, 8, 10. Sometimes I was doing, what is that called? I think yoga works. And we were doing body sculpting, and sometimes she have us on our knees, and then we're doing 15 pounds, right? I miss her, Tracy. I miss her. So it's just that for right now, I can't do too much. I can do arm workouts, right? But I am taking advantage of the heat, and I have weights that I can put on my arms. So I like walking because of my knee injury. So, and I'm doing Grow with Joe. So once I'm done with that, get back to my weightlifting because I miss it. I miss it. So I'm just going to stretch. I'm going to read this article to you all. Um, I'm slowly getting back there. Um, I just have to focus on what I'm eating. I can't be snacking. I need to let the chicken go. I need to not eat turkey. I need to get back to eating chickpeas and my tempeh and or tempeh and um my beans and my fish, but and making my soups and things like that. It's just that I don't necessarily have good night, good night. I think Ray Gibson. I can't see. I'm sorry. I can't see that far. Have a good night. I hope you sleep well. Greetings from South Dakota. Thank you. Thank you. Um, I'm slowly getting back to where I used to be. And I I probably could try to stop going off so much but honestly, my thing is right now it's a part of me. So why try to hide that? This is a lifestyle channel, right? If I say, "Oh, this I'm only going to show you the good side." That's what happened in the Gambia and in Africa, where they only show you the good side and they never show you what's actually happening. So I'm going to show you all that I'm human. We all go off sometime. And especially if somebody come in your house and disrespect you, it's like, what? You know? But let's read this article real quick. Oh, someone said good night. Someone said good night. I appreciate you all. I appreciate that. Like I just I can't be anybody else but me. And some people like it, some people hate it, you know? It's okay. Everyone's not gonna love you. Everyone's not gonna like you. There are people that don't like me just because I'm fighting the criminals in Africa. And I'm just like, what? Oh, that's that nonsense where it's like what's done in the house stays in the house. And that's the ignorance. That's the ignorance. So this article was from, it says Yahoo Entertainment, and it was just saying that it was talking about News Nation, how News Nation, Brian Enton was there at the house yesterday when they saw Savannah, her sister, and her her brother-in-law come and you know put down their flowers and just mourn their family member that they don't know what happened to, you know? So it was Savannah, Annie, and Tommaso. Now they say brother-in-law. I thought that they said that they weren't married, but that's neither here nor there. Savannah's brother Cameron was not seen. There was footage taken by News Nation. Shout out to Brian because Brian and them was at that. They were at the house. So, like I said, I see more of the independent journalists back at the house. Um, and it says, according to the outlet, Savannah and her loved ones left a note for their mother, which read, "Mama, we miss you so much. Our hearts are broken. We are standing on ash, on scored earth. Um, but mom, though we are surrounded by so much darkness and uncertainty, our love burns bright. We love you, mommy. We miss you so much, our best friend." And I saw Brian get a little emotional because it's just like, okay, thank you so much. I'll check it when I get off. Um, I'll get to that. Like it just, whatever it was, I may not fully understand because I'm not in their shoes. Um, and the mom is still not home, and you know, these people, Savannah's on TV, and you know, the internet is blaming Tomasi for this, and somebody said, "Oh, he did this and he paid." I'm like, on a teacher's salary in Tucson? Do y'all know that Tucson is ranked, the school system is ranked number two, is the worst? Number two. Mississippi is the first one. The worst, school system. So on a teacher's salary, I doubt that, right? But that's just me. That's just me. So whether it was done for the optics or maybe they were waiting for everyone to leave to do that, right? Because in the no in the end, they're not able to fully um, mourn whatever has happened to their mother, whether it's just a kidnapping, whether she's still alive or not. They have not been able to mourn their mom. The world is watching. So Brian got emotional and is like, remembering while we are all here. And something has happened to this woman, and their family members are, I guess they're dealing with it the best they know how. Because I wouldn't know what to do. I'm looking at a video, you done came and took my mama, and I'm like, and it's been 30 days and we still don't know what's going on, you know? So Savannah later shared a photo from the memorial on her Instagram stories, capturing an array of flowers that have been left by visitors, includes the yellow blooms that she and her siblings added. And it's just, I mean, it's looking like a florist now. It's so big. I need a jacket on. I'm getting cold. We feel the love and prayers from our neighbors, from the Tucson community, and from around the country, around the world, around the world. There are people in Scotland, New Zealand, the UK, Australia, around the world, people are watching. And I hope that whether Nancy is still on this planet or she's in another realm, that she knows that people loved her. We didn't know her, but it's like this is the humanity that many of these divisive entities try to incorporate in society. No matter if it's just in America or it's across the world, they just want to create division, right? Sarah Logan, they just want to create division because they're miserable and they're like, oh, these people are loving each other. They don't look like each other. They're supposed to hate each other. So, shout out to you all who are fighting against the hate in this world. Please don't stop praying and hoping with us. Bring her home. Nancy has now been missing for more than 1 month, having vanished from her home in the early hours of the morning on February 1st, the same day that a masked and armed intruder, armed, we saw the gun, that a masked and armed intruder was caught on camera approaching the front door of her home. That man has not yet been identified, nor have authorities named any prime suspects or persons of interest in the case. Love conquers all. The Guthrie family's visit to the memorial, which is located around the mailbox at Nancy's Tucson area property, comes days after Savannah revealed that the family is now offering a $1 million reward to anyone who provides information that leads to the recovery of their missing mother. The 50-year-old Today host shared an emotional video of herself on her Instagram account on February 24th, stating that her family is willing to pay anyone who is able to help them locate their mother. Now, this is what I was saying when the internet went off. I think I need to go get a jacket. I love sitting out here though, but then once the sun goes down, it gets really cold. Okay, I'm going to get back to your comments. Let me just get through this. Tay, Nancy has become the world's grandma. Yes. Excuse me, I'm sorry, people watcher. You are absolutely correct. Yeah, let me go get my jacket. I gotta put my shoes on first, unless I'm gonna have all these little things on my feet. While Savannah acknowledged that her mother may have died, I didn't know Savannah acknowledged that. She said that her family just wants to know where she is and to bring her home. We still believe in a miracle. We still believe that she can come home, she said. We also know she may be lost. She may already be gone. She may have already gone home to the Lord that she loves and is dancing in heaven with her mom and her dad and with her beloved brother. But we need to know where she is. We need her to come home. For that reason, we are offering a family reward of $1 million for any information that leads to her recovery. So I guess they are, I mean, after a month, they probably feel like she's gone, right? The Guthrie's family reward will be added to the $100,000 reward already offered by the FBI, as well as an additional $100,000 that was given by an anonymous donor. So now it's at 2.2 million, 1.2 million. So please, if you hear this message, if you have been waiting and you haven't been sure, let this be your sign to please come forward. Tell what you know and help us bring our beloved mom home so that we can either celebrate a glorious, miraculous homecoming or celebrate the beautiful, brave, courageous, and noble life that she has lived. Savannah continued. Someone knows how to find our mom and bring her home. People know. But so many people will keep their mouths shut. So many people will keep their mouths shut, and I never understand it. Is it out of fear? Can you anonymously give information? Right? I don't know. If you anonymously give the information, then I guess you wouldn't get the money. Investigators are currently poring over more than 10,000 hours of video footage taken in and around Nancy's Catalina Foothills neighborhood, including multiple clips retrieved from a Ring door camera located at a home around 2.5 miles away from her dwelling. Now, that's the thing. With over 10,000 hours of video footage, and if they don't have anything new, we know that they may not get any money to keep the case going. When you look at true crime, first 48 hours and stuff like that, they want this done in the first 48 hours, because if not, what happens is, I'm not going to say if the case goes cold, but when I say if the case goes cold, it's basically going cold in their eyes, and um, the eyes of the people that give the money to make sure things to make sure that they still have money to investigate the case, right? Because it's a budget. They always talk about it's a budget. So they're going over 10,000 hours of video footage. If they don't have a break or a break in the case, then it can turn into something different. We know that the FBI, they're pulling back. We're still going to work, but they're going back to Phoenix and things like that. I thought that these were Tucson people. I was down there yesterday, and the FBI, at the FBI building, which has no lights or anything on it, or signs. One of the gate was open, and I was like, "What is the gate door open?" Somebody was coming out. Somebody was coming out. Okay. Okay, so let me see. I don't know, but I had a real strange feeling when I seen the footage of the three yesterday, and it just clicked that the person in the video wasn't a man covering the doorbell with beaches, but possibly female. Oh, you have to listen to JLR last interview with the book creator about how she was targeted. He has a very interesting theory. I'm not a believer, but Black Feather Paranormal. Interesting theory. I like. Um, I think, okay, law enforcement knows more than they're telling us. Cosme 5545. I agree. Creepy X dolls. Thank you so much for the flower. So this is still going. So let me go and get my jacket. And oh shoot. Oh God. Getting old, y'all. Body be aching and stuff. So let me still read this while I get my jacket. It's a little chilly. I swear, I get cold so quick. Okay, my picture fell. At least it was the picture and not somebody coming in my house. Okay, so it says those videos are understood to show multiple vehicles driving on the road that leads to and from Nancy's home, according to the camera's owner, Elias and Danielle Stratagulius. They put their names in there. Okay, so speaking to Fox News, the couple explained that the videos were taken between the hours of 12 a.m. and 6 a.m. February 1st, the same day that a masked armed intruder was caught on camera approaching Nancy's front door. They further explained that authorities not initially wait. That they further explain, now this is, pay attention to this. They further explain that authorities had not initially asked them for the camera footage, noting that they live around a half mile outside of the 2 mile zone that was being canvassed by the FBI and Pima County Sheriff's Department. That's crazy, right? So they live around a half of a mile outside of the 2 mile zone. So authorities hadn't explained, authorities hadn't initially asked them for their camera footage. Bob Krieger, retired Pima County search and rescue commander, told Fox News that the footage was likely the best lead to arise from the investigation, but noted that there is every likelihood the video will result in no new information. Dang. It's a great little bit to follow up on. If I had to guess, I would say it's probably not related. It may take authorities a lot of time to identify the vehicles in the footage, then determine whether any of them were making unusual trips. However, he said it should be easy to spot any cars that don't normally travel along that road. I think that's the freaking, what is it called? What is it called? Thank you so much for the floating heart. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Creepy X Dolls, thank you so much. Of all of the people JLR talked to today, that guy had a lot of information. I'm going to check that out. Crickets from the sheriff due to his high profile case and lack of community support. You know, I think if they would, this is what we were talking about last night when we did the Hope Vigil, the other night when we did the Hope Vigil. I feel like, um, I feel like they haven't rallied up. Carrie Underwood gets booed. Poor thing. Um, I like Carrie Underwood. I thought her music was nice. I listen to all type of music, you all. Listen to country. I listen to Jelly Roll. You can't tell me Jelly Roll ain't black. Okay? He sound black to me. Shout out to him for losing all that weight. Shout out to him for losing all that weight and not using any of the weight loss drugs. Shout out to him. So that's what crime scene uh, 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 Alina, Alina, that's the girl from Texas. Crime scene, I always forget the last word. I could see it, but I can't picture. I can't think of it. But that's what they were saying, freaking or something. Where it's like if you go into a neighborhood and they see, the car, and they like, hold on, this car hasn't been in this neighborhood, right? So, but it says, however, he said it should be easy to spot any cars that don't normally travel along that road because it is not a track that is used heavily by anyone who doesn't need to journey to Nancy's neighborhood, right? So if I'm not going to Nancy's neighborhood, then I probably wouldn't be on that road, right? So it says it's not just a road that you stumble upon. You have to be very planned to go in there. I think this is the best lead probably since day one. Now imagine if they had got that information earlier. Imagine if they would have got that information earlier. So let me see. Yeah, see, we love Carrie Underwood. I'm reading the article. And at the top it says Carrie Underwood gets booed. I'm like, well, damn, why they boo her? I know she mad. Okay, so let me see. Um, so MK says, where's the church support for Nancy? So one of the subscribers did contact the church and the church like about the vigil. And they said that the family said that they did a vigil there. The church raised over $200,000. But why didn't the church welcome the community to the vigil? Because this is not just about the church that she went to. What about the people that live here in Tucson, the community? Right? That's what people, uh the woman was saying at the vigil. she was like, she was saying that she was very upset with the government officials. And I'm like, well, it's not a campaign season. If it was a campaign season, they would have used this. They use anything, but it's not campaigning time. And I don't understand the things that has happened. Like, they put the banner up at KVOH. I don't know who put the banner up, but I'm just like, um, why didn't why did the independent journalists have to do a vigil? And they don't even live here. For someone that went to the U of A, well, she taught at the U of A, right? I don't know if Savannah went to the U of A. Like, you are a Tucson, and she's been here for decades, and they don't do anything for her. I don't know. I've never followed a story like this up close, but what I do know is I feel like they just dropped the ball all around. The community is on edge. The media is on edge. The independent journalists are on edge. I'm just like, because we just don't know what's happening. And imagine the people that live here. I don't understand. I truly don't understand. Um, and I just feel like the church should have, they don't have to, I don't know. Y'all know sometimes churches are cults. And if you're not a part of it, they don't care. If you're not a member, they don't care about you. I mean, that's just what it is. See, I didn't know that. It's a Presbyterian church. It's a Presbyterian church. Thank you, Harry. Harry Foot. I live here, so I'm gonna continue to follow it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But I'm going to continue to follow this because and I live here. See, creepy X creepy dolls, X creepy X dolls. Okay, I'm sorry if I messed up your name. My eyes, I can't see. I'm sorry. Um, it's why many people don't mess with the church anymore. Back in the day, the church support the community support the church. I don't know what happened, but sometimes the community stopped supporting the church, and then they just want us to support the church. Just give money to the church. Just give money to the church. Okay, so what happens when it's time for somebody to study abroad or something like that? And it's like, oh, we don't have any money for that. What? I've been paying my tithes here. So, oh, that's cool. Wait, you used to work in a haunted house? Oh, that would be scary. Okay, okay, all right. I think Nancy had a following from home, which is who reached out on Sunday. Because I know some other people, somebody in my live reached out to the church and asked them. Um, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Harry. Thank you so much. So let's get back to this article. So this is just really, I mean, there are producers that are like, I've never seen anything like this. I've never covered anything like this in my life. So I don't get it. It says so. It may take authorities a lot of time to identify the vehicles in the footage, then determine whether any of them were making unusual trips. He said it should be easy to spot it because people don't normally just travel along that road. Um, because it is not a track that is, like I said, used heavily by anyone who doesn't need to journey into Nancy's neighborhood. It's not just a road that you stumble upon. You have to be very planned to go in there. I think this is the best lead. And then they have a picture of Savannah. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I can't imagine the pain that this family is going through. So it says, what is the full timeline of Nancy Guthrie's disappearance? So let's just run through this. Um, per Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos noted during a media briefing, this was on February 5th, that while times are approximate, his team has pieced together several pieces of evidence that indicate Nancy's movements and the timeline of her apparent abduction, right? Um, That's interesting too, right? Because some people said that they were going to check the Google Maps at that time. With so much technology, it's just very mind-boggling that they're not telling us anything. I'm not going that it looks like they don't know anything, but maybe they're just not telling us anything, right? Maybe they're just not telling us, and maybe they do have someone they're following. Maybe they do have a person of interest. Um, but who knows? So it says Saturday, January 31st, 5:32 p.m. Nancy travels to Annie's house in an Uber for dinner and playing games with the family. 9:48 p.m. A garage door at Nancy's house opens when she was dropped off at the property by her daughter. Okay, so her daughter dropped her off. Okay. So her daughter must have saw the garage door open, because if they're saying a garage door at Nancy's house opens when she was dropped off, then I'm assuming that the daughter saw that she was being dropped off and the garage door open. 9:50, the garage door closes, indicating that Nancy was inside the home. Now, if nothing was wrong between that, excuse me, no one would know that someone may have been in her house waiting for her. No one would have known that. It's just business as usual. You open up the door, you go in, you open up the garage door, you go in, you close the garage door. So um, people think that, oh, she's fine. It's like the show, text me when you get home, you know? And people have to do that. When you get home, text me so I know. Now, Sunday, February 1st, let me read this comment before I go into the next day. MK says, I felt the family, it was all optics. Look at Savannah and the family. JLR expert said he planned this and was fascinated with Savannah. Wow. Nancy was targeted. I do think that um they do have to behave a certain type of way, right? I've never been on TV like that, right? But Nancy, not Nancy, Savannah is groomed to behave a certain type of way. So I do think that the FBI is still involved. I do, even if show solidarity. I do think that there was some coaching probably going on, but then we also see the raw emotion of the crying, right? You see your mother, and then it's like, I ain't seen her again. We don't know what happened. It's just it's a lot. It's a lot. And I do think that people are telling them what to do, how to act, what to say, and things like that. It had to be planned. It's way too dark out there. It was planned. I do think it was planned. We just don't know how long they were watching her. I think it was planned. I think it was orchestrated. Um, but I also think that something may have happened and they didn't expect. You kidnap an 84-year-old, trying to keep an 84-year-old alive with health issues, even if she just had miniature health issues or just moving. I mean, the shock alone could throw her into a heart attack or something. And I just feel like if she's gone, it's because maybe she just gave up. I don't want to say she gave up, but maybe her body gave up because she's 84. I've seen people, there's a show called Kidnapped and Rescued, right? People were they were kidnapped when they were younger. And these people, they're telling a story. They're telling a story, but um they almost lost hope. So now, and these people were in their 20s and 30s, right? Or 40s, whatever, right? It was different ages. Um, and I think some people passed away, right? But she's 84. So if someone like me that's 46, I'm gonna heart palpitating, stressed out. Of course she's gonna be stressed. So I mean, the shock of things could have killed her. I mean, the crime court TV was talking about the Range Rover. So in regards to the Range Rover, you had to get some information. Y'all said that it had to do with the Nancy Guthrie case, right? So who's the Range Rover? What was connected to Nancy? Is it not enough for you to arrest someone? Like, is it not enough? If there's any DNA or anything to show that Nancy was in that vehicle, then why isn't the owner of the vehicle being arrested for kidnapping? Where is she? I just don't understand. I don't understand this case. I don't get it. Happy Tuesday. Elevator has got guide or all. I'm sorry if I messed up your name. I'm so sorry. Happy Tuesday. Um I can't imagine Savannah and Annie. And I know that there is some type of, I hope that they can forgive themselves because I know that there's some type of guilt because Miss Nancy should have been protected better. Miss Nancy house should have been locked up like Fort Knox. My place is, you see it? My place is locked up like Fort Knox. And I don't have a celebrity mother. I'm not a celebrity, you know? So I just hope that they can lean on each other throughout this trying time because it's not going to be easy. And then they still don't know what happened to mama. They still don't know, you know? So my Creole lady said Alcatraz here. Okay. I think I know that in some communities that there is this false sense of security, but we have to be mindful of how this world is. This world is not the way it was 10 years ago, is not the way it was 20 years ago, and is damn sure not the way it was 40 years ago. You heard that fall? That was another leaf. Another leaf. So it's not the same. And people leave their doors open, leave their cars open and things like that, and you just never know who's watching you. So even if you live in an affluent neighborhood, I don't live in the hood. You don't hear shoot 'em up, bang, bang, bah, bah. You don't hear all that here. Beeping of the horn like in the Gambia. At least I have peace here, right? I got the beautiful weather and I have peace. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Yalla bana. Um, but I lock my doors, right? Head on a swivel. I lock my doors. So I feel like we need to be mindful that the world is not the way it used to be. And I feel like the people that live in Nancy neighborhood, they got money. We're good, but you're not. You're not. None of y'all have a gate. Now they may not be celebrities. They may have money, 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 money that we don't know about from businesses or whatever. But Nancy was on TV multiple times. Her house was on TV. I mean, even having an Alexa could have saved her life. Alexa, call 911. So it's not greetings, welcome, guys. Most of the neighbors said they didn't know Nancy was Savannah's daughter. Said people who lived there 20 years didn't know who she was, other than Miss Nancy. Now that's interesting, right? Because they may just mind their business. I don't know a lot of my neighbors. When I do see new neighbors, welcome to the neighborhood, but people are not as welcoming and friendly. It's not neighborly the way it used to be, but the neighbors may have not known, but somebody knew. What if there's a criminal that likes to read? What if there's a criminal that watch daytime TV? We don't know. I didn't know who Savannah was. I didn't know Miss Nancy, but somebody knew who she was. Someone knew who she was. Now, let's just say, what if it didn't have anything to do with her being who she is? Well, then that means the neighbors should be scared. They should be concerned. They should make sure that their Alexa is up to date, that this they get well, I'm not gonna say I was gonna say get an invisible an invisible what is that fence? But that's for dogs, right? That's not gonna stop criminals. That's for dogs. So it's just being proactive or reactive to what has happened and make sure that you're safe. So, according to Nancy's friends, she didn't have mobility issues like the family claimed. Judy, that's interesting. Huh. Huh. Stalker maybe to get back at Savannah. I hope they find her. I hope they do too. Welcome, Janet. They welcome from Mississippi. What's the weather like in Mississippi? Is it nice and warm? Pete White. Pete, we family. We have the same surname. We family. Hey, cousin. So on February 1st at 1:47 a.m., Nancy's doorbell security camera is disconnected, right? So at 9:50, the garage door closes, right? So she came in. This was on January 31st. So now at 1:47 a.m., this is the timeline per the Pima County Sheriff's Department. So it was disconnected. At 2:12 a.m., movement is detected on a security camera at home. No footage of this is currently available. Now, this says, let me just say this again. Thank you so much, Hazel. I try. I try. From the Delta. I try. I don't get it right all the time, but I try. Thank you so much. Welcome, guys. So it says at 2:12 on February 1st, movement is detected on a security camera at the home. What security camera? So did they have security cameras in the house? The neighborhood is so dark, no way living at 84 complacent in security. That is that's the interesting part. Oh, that was reported. Okay, okay. Thank you, Judy. That was reported by Nancy Banfield. Not Nancy Banfield. What's her? Ashley Banfield. Um, she lived there since 1977. Left the back door unlocked. Does it? I, okay. Y'all saw what my internet just did? Let me see. I swear, I feel like I'm in Africa sometimes, y'all. Now I'm at home. Why the hell my internet just gonna go off? I'm not at Nancy's house. I'm at home. Laptops, TVs have cameras. All of those things have cameras. Like, so this says movement is detected on a security camera at the home. So I wonder if there were if there were security cameras in the home, then there should be some footage. It says no footage of this is currently available. Well, what kind of security did they have in the house? Because I have cameras in my house too, right? Even if someone takes it, if they take the cameras, unless they take my phone, which I have it on multiple devices, so unless they take all of my devices, but then they have to go and take my the people that have my password, right? My family members that have my password, they have to go and take their phone too. Now, if my family don't want to be at home sitting at the camera, then they may see something they don't want to see, right? But hey, give them the password. So that's another question I have. So if there were cameras and movement is detected on a security camera at the home, in the home, okay. So if you know that something was detected, then where's the footage? I think law enforcement has way more things than they're telling us. They have way more things than they're telling us. So if there was a detection, if movement is detected at the home, then why don't they have that security coverage? My mother became, oh, there, okay, okay. I'm so happy you shared that, Mr. Mikey. I'm gonna read it for those that haven't heard. Mr. Mikey, Mr. Moderator. I appreciate you because I haven't seen my moderators. I don't know where they at, but I appreciate you, brother. My mother became disabled 4 years ago. I sold my house and moved in with her. I was not about to leave her alone. That's why the story has intrigued me. Um. Oh, Bristol, Tennessee. We are always losing service. Okay, okay. She had $300 in her wallet. Nothing was taken. So MK 5608 says she had $300 in her wallet and nothing was taken. So, yeah, they did. They did target her. But I don't think they really thought it out because they targeted her. So you wanted the money and now you never got the money and now the whole world looking for it. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. So, okay, my legs keep trying to go to sleep. Okay, so that was at 2:12. Movement is detected. No footage of this is currently available to us. At 2:28 a.m., right? You're welcome. You're welcome, Leah. Yes, Leah Locker. You're welcome. At 228 app indicates that the device has been disconnected. All right, that's done. Has been disconnected from her phone. So that means they left her phone there and they must have took her and they went on about their business, right? I heard that there were 3 security cameras around the house. This is Mr. Mikey. They said the people that took Nancy would have been caught on one of those, but they knew where the cameras were at. How this is I've dealt with betrayal a lot, right? Y'all, I may have to get surgery on my finger. So you may see me from the hospital. Yes, I may have to get surgery on my finger because it's not healing. It's not healing. It's sore. This happened in November, right? So I went over my doctor's head. So I might have to get surgery. But dealing with being a person that has dealt with betrayal, when you don't know where the betrayal comes from, that will make you extremely uncomfortable. They were very familiar with the house. Carol Hildebrand said, "Greetings, good to see your name. I remember you, Carol Hildebrand. Thank you so much." Okay, they said the camera were outside, they said. So, in that big house, and she's 84, do you all think that there weren't any cameras in the house? I don't believe that. I feel like if you have cameras outside, you're going to have a camera in the house somewhere. Somewhere. But can you imagine how Savannah and the family members feel not knowing that whoever or whomever betrayed their mom and them could still be smiling in their damn faces? Because I had a few people smiling in my face, and I'm like, you were talking to Shrek? And you in my face smiling, you bald headed bitch? You see, PTSD, right? It's like, so I'm not Savannah. I could say whatever I want. She is more polished than I am. She makes a whole bunch of money and I don't, right? But I'm saying, how wrong is that to be betrayed, right? This person, they were in the home for 40 minutes. The people that did this were in the home for 40 minutes. So you knew her or you knew of her. And this family doesn't know anyone that has that is diabolical in itself. I mean, I got private security while I was sleeping, right? I'm at the police station. This ninja, after I do my testimony, not my testimony, I give my statement. I come outside and I'm standing at the step and I step outside the door and he hugs me and kisses me on my forehead and says, "You don't deserve this." And to know that this ninja is being prosecuted for my robbery, this is how people are. This is how diabolical they are. People can smile in your face, but you don't know what's in their heart and you don't know what's in their damn brain. What did they say on that movie? I don't really like Tyler Perry. No disrespect, but I will tell my story to you, Tyler. Right? But it's just the movies are just the same, and they're always the beat down woman, the trifling man. I'm just tired of seeing that stereotype, that narrative. So I just choose not to watch his movies. But one of his movies is The Family That Prays, right? The woman from In the Heat of the Night. um and the mother, I can't remember the woman's, she's from the movie Misery. What is that? Dang, what's her name, y'all? Her name is not Elizabeth Taylor. I don't know why I want to say Elizabeth Taylor. What's her name, y'all? She played in the movie Misery. Older white woman. She played in the movie The Family That Prays. What's her name? Claire. Um, Dolores Claiborne. No, that's a movie. That's not her name. That's not her name. Um, I can't remember. Good morning. Good morning. Rajiv Punjab. Good morning. Kathy Bates. There you go. Thank you so much. I couldn't remember her name. Oh, he's spamming? Thank you. Thank you. If he's spamming, put him in timeout. I would not do a homecoming video 2 months prior without my mom's name on the property as a LLC. Um, okay. I'm just reading y'all comments. So that's the thing. So somebody said there was one inside too. Hi, Susan. Um, okay. So that's what I'm saying. If there was only one, only one camera inside that big house, I ain't gonna tell you how many cameras I got in my house, and I got a one-bedroom house. So, um, okay, all right, okay. So, thank you so much for that, Mr. Mikey. Thank you so much for that. Okay, Kathy Bates. Okay, so that was her name. Okay, so Kathy Bates in the movie, she said to her son, right? I don't know if y'all saw the movie. It was The Family That Prays. He said, "You don't trust me, Mom?" He's smiling. She said, "Oh, I trust you. It's just your private thoughts that give me pause." And that's the thing. We don't know someone's private thoughts. And to know that 99% of the time when these type of crimes happen is by someone that knows you, and they're sitting there and they don't know who did this. That's the problem. That's the problem, right? So I can't imagine. I know how I feel when I'm in the Gambia or I'm talking to someone and then I find out they were talking about me and I'm like, well, sister, auntie, because most of the time they're older than me. You look like me, you're older than me, and you were talking about me. And you sitting here smiling in my face. That type of betrayal makes me want to just, right? What the Tabo? Just a quick one, right? That's what it makes me want to do. I'm not gonna do it, but that's what it makes me want to do. So to know that this has happened to their mom and they looking around like Miss Creole lady said, head on a swivel, you don't know who to trust. I let someone in recently, and I mean, she said something so bad to me. I was just like, well, I could judge you right, but I'm not like that. So I pull back and I pull my shade down, and I'm good. You got one time to talk to me crazy, because most of these people know what they're saying. One time. Oh, you dirty, rotten scoundrel. You saw my face? Block. Yes, yes, yes. Look at the front door footage again and tell me that is a man. It's a woman with fake mustache and woman's booty. I can't tell that, Judy. I can't tell that. I'm not really good at um I wouldn't want somebody to commit a crime in front of me because they'd be like, well, what did they have on? I'm like, I am not one of those people that can say they got blue eyes, blonde hair, gray streaks. I mean, you could do a crime in front of me. I'd be like, well, I think I saw them. I don't know, which is bad. I know a car better than I know a person. So Susan said, I believe there was a woman there too. People, I don't know. I don't know. Um, so I just, I can't look at someone and say, well, that's a woman. Not nowadays. Not nowadays. It's hard for me to tell sometimes, unless it's blatant. It's very hard for me to tell. I know that the person looked uncomfortable. I know that they act like they didn't know, like they may have not been comfortable with a gun. I know that their DNA is not in CODIS. So either you may be an illegal or you just You've never been in any trouble, and now it's like, oh well, I'm gonna be a law-abiding citizen, and then I'm just gonna go and kidnap this old lady. I don't. This is just so baffling. So I mean, I'm gonna keep following the case because I live here. So as soon as something happens and someone is arrested, y'all gonna see me in the courtroom bringing y'all the news on breaks, right? Because I don't. So Mr. Mikey said you thought it was a woman too. It was the eyes that looked like a woman. Y'all about to make me. This is what we're gonna do. Friday is not gonna be a vertical live like this. Friday, we're going on StreamYard. Okay. So y'all will be able to call in, you will be able to talk, and we're gonna look at this video again because y'all had me looking at it differently. Now I never looked at it like that. So now we're gonna look at that together. Friday. Okay. I'm gonna set the live up. Um, I never really seen Annie, so I can't say that. And living here, so Judy, one of the things I don't say is this person is that person, because if it's not them, we have totally defamed this person and made the world hate them. Right? So I don't say that unless I have definitive proof, and I don't. So, but that's just me. And I just wanted to make that clear, right? Because I heard that Tommaso was supposed to have been going back to school to teach, and he hasn't gone back yet, right? But like I said, what if this man had nothing to do with this? And people have defamed his name and everything, and they're like, oh, he did it, and what if he didn't do it? So I'm just careful with that because in our community, a lot of people have been blamed for things that they did not do. So I'm just careful with that. But I do want to go back and I want to look at it. I want to see it again. You marking it on your calendar. Um, and people will be able to call in and tell us what they think. And it could be money problems, it could be a little bit of anything. Like, even if I have money problems, I'm not going out to kidnap anyone. I'm not doing that. I will open up a OnlyFans for my feed account first. I'm not going, I'm not, then I'm going to have more problems. You have money problems, and then you go and set something up, and now you're about to have prison problems, right? I don't want those type of problems. No. If I had a slim body, then no, I ain't gonna do that. But I'm not above opening up an OnlyFans account for my toes. Okay. So it says at 2:28, the pacemaker app indicates that the device had been disconnected from her phone. Did these people even know that she was on a pacemaker? Because if you are kidnapping someone for money, for ransom, and then you just drop the ball with her medicine, the pacemaker, like, it's just, should you have bought a burner phone? I don't know. Because, like, if the pacemaker is connected to the app, right? And it's connected to her phone and it's no longer connected, and she has a pacemaker, did you just kidnap her to kill her? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Because if you watched her this much and you knew her, then you knew that she was on medication. You wouldn't have known that she has a pacemaker. It's just like, it doesn't add up. Two and two is not adding up to four. Because, like, okay, so okay, all right. So now let's get into this, right? Um, okay, there have been too many wild theories, and it's probably way more simple than any of us think. That's what Cosme 5545 said. Oh, me either. I've been watching this for a long time. All right, so that's Judy. Greetings, Debbie. You don't get paid insurance money off a missing person. That part, Pete White, right? So if someone close to her did set it up for the insurance money, like you said, you're not getting insurance money for a missing person. So it's like, well, you just did all this for nothing because you're not getting anything. It doesn't make sense. And it doesn't make sense either way. It doesn't make sense that way. And it doesn't make sense where I kidnap you for ransom and then I never I've been watching you. I targeted you. I know these things about you. I know about your family. I know where the cameras are in the house, this, that, and the third. But then I don't take the extra precautions to make sure that you stay alive. It doesn't. Can y'all make it make sense? We're going to talk about this on Friday because I want to hear all of what y'all talking about. Looking hard at my feet. They gonna be some hoes, okay? Use a hoe. Toes, use a hoe. um, that's crazy, Cosme. I mean, that would be that's like kidnapping an older woman just for them to be for you to traffic them. Traffic them for what? What the hell they gonna do? They 84. You know? If Nancy had life insurance, who is the beneficiary is what Mr. Mikey says. But like Pete White said, if there isn't any life insurance, they don't pay out life insurance on a missing person. So something has to happen for her body to be found if she's unalive, right? It is. It's just. It's. It doesn't make sense. It's an extremely crazy case. It is. And then okay, so they said I heard that Tommaso had dropped her off, but now this article is saying that the daughter dropped her off, right? Um Oh, okay. So Cosme said if there's enough proof of her potentially being deceased, they can declare her deceased and figure out her will. I get I guess if it's been some time, all of these keep falling. And when they fall, I hear it on my yoga mat and I swear that an animal or something is behind me. But look, y'all, they nice and bright, right? That's why I set them out for a couple days. They're nice and bright now. Okay, so um not in months, not in a month, years. Okay, so Pete White is saying that it will take some time. I was wondering like how long it will take. Do you know the timestamps from the Dr. Q call? I must have missed this today while working. So listen to JLR's call from Dr. Q. It's about a 30-minute phone call. It's worth a okay. So I think that's what someone else was talking about earlier. And them keeping the house, I wouldn't even know. Um, I wouldn't even know if I wanted to keep the house where my mom is. I mean, yes, it's sentimental because, the family, we grew up there, but when things like the Gambia is beautiful, minus the trash and all the other stuff, but I can't see the beauty from the trauma. Do you know the time? No, I do not. But if you go to the video, BJ, if you go to the video and you go to the transcripts, if you're looking at it on your computer, you can go to find and you can find the word, right? Dr. Q or something like that. And then that will take you right to that area. Oh, look at that. Fergie said, I'll get the timestamp for you. Stay tuned. Look at that. Look at that. I love y'all. Um, okay, I'm gonna check that out, guys. I'm gonna check that out. Um, Okay, so where are we? It says, okay, so the movement was detected. Nancy's pacemaker 228, 11 a.m. Nancy fails to arrive at the home of a friend where she had been due to watch a church service live stream. This was at 11 a.m. So if 228, let's say 230, 3:30, 4:35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 30, 10:30, 8.5 hours they had on the kidnappers had on police. They had a head start of 8.5 hours. 11:56 a.m. Now I don't feel bad for calling my mom periodically all day long, periodically texting. I don't feel bad. 11:56 a.m. Nancy's family travels to her home to check on her and finds the property empty. So that's 11 a.m. Then at 11:56, the family goes there. 12:03, the family calls 911 to report Nancy missing. 12:14, police arrive at Nancy's home. So that's that article. And now let's talk about, because I think the sheriff gave an update. Okay, so okay, wait, hold on. Okay, okay. I don't know who Dr. Q is, Connie, but they said that Dr. Q called into JLR's live, JLR Investigates live stream, and it's about 30 minutes. And I think somebody else was talking about some type of theory of, as to what they're saying. And people, it's nice to listen to people's theories, and it's just everyone's opinion, because none of us knows what happened. None of us. The kidnapper and Nancy, and maybe the police may know some things. But if they knew a lot, then there would have been some type of arrest, right? Why did they wait so long to call the cops? I felt like there was a lot of blood in the house if it dripped on the way out. So, oh, he has a degree in media. Okay, thank you for that. Hi, greetings, Madonna Maria. I want to talk to Dolly Vision. I hope he calls in on Friday. Um, yes, welcome. I appreciate him. I appreciate. Is he the Turtle Gang? Is it Turtle Gang Gallery? Is that who Dolly? Is that uh uh Turtle? I say gallery, but I don't think it's gallery. Turtle Gang. Clarify that for me, Madonna, if you can. Um, why did it take an hour to call 911, especially if there was blood also in the home? Carol Hildebrand. These are all great questions. So if she was supposed to be at her friend's house at 11 a.m., that is the Turtle Gang. Okay, okay. Yes, I want to okay, okay, MK. Thank you so much for that. Okay, thank you so much. All right, Susan. See you next time. They saw blood and come. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, if there were, oh, he's on his way to Tucson. Great, I'll get a chance to meet him. See, people are coming back, right? I appreciate every independent journalist that is keeping this story, this case, Nancy, alive. Right? I appreciate that. Turtle Gang, I like that. Okay, so 11 o'clock, she was supposed to be at a friend's house, right? She didn't show up. 11:56, they came there. So I don't know how long it took for them to call the family, right? And for them to get there. Um, and then at 12 something, they called the police, but they had to see the blood. They had to see whatever was going on in the house, right? They had to see all those things. I don't know, fam. This is why I feel like the police, they're not telling us, law enforcement is not telling us everything, which they shouldn't, right? I have not. Cosme said, "Have you heard if Dad's going live? Made it home. He was supposed to live stream his trip home, but haven't seen or heard anything. He should be there very soon. He's going searching. He was. How was she going to the? Okay, okay. Let me get back to this. Okay. Um, I have not. So I think the night of the vigil is the last time I saw it. Monday. Y'all was so busy. I wanted to go live last night. Um, but I couldn't. And by the time I got where I was going, I had to go inside. So I didn't get a chance to go live. And by the time I got home, I was just like, I was exhausted. Get out of here, bug. Yeah, you better go over there. Um, so I haven't seen him, but I pray that he gets home safely, and we appreciate him being here covering the night crawler, right? Covering at night and just showing love for Nancy, buying the candles. We all did a little something. We all did something. And I just, for people that we don't know, but we have a common cause. And that's what I love. That's what I love. Can we get to 150 likes? That's what I love about everyone that has shown up. We all come from different walks of life and um different walks of life, but we all came together to walk together, um, to work together, to bring attention to this kidnapping case to Nancy Guthrie. And I love that for us. I love that for us. Um, Thank you, Fergie. 10 hours, 45-minute, 30-second timestamp on JLR. Thank you so much. He got restricted on the way home, but he's coming back. Okay. Okay. He might be coming back to Tucson. Excellent. Excellent. Yes, dad made it home. He is thinking of coming back, just not sure when. Okay. I love you back, MK. Yes, yes. Okay. That thank you. You see, this is why I love you all. This is why I love you all. What did you all do? We haven't seen dad. And what happens? Y'all will let us know what's going on. And we appreciate that. So um the timestamp, the oh my legs hurt. Y'all, my legs hurt. Let me see. Okay, we were talking about when they got to the house. That's what we were talking about. So when they got to the house and they saw everything and this, that, and the third, they called the police, you know, I can't imagine how they were feeling. I can't imagine how they were feeling like, where's mom? There's blood? So I guess when we get up in the morning on our way to work, we need to call our moms. Hey, you good? Good morning. Right? Because they talked to her that night, but they didn't talk to her. Nobody talked to her that morning. Nobody called to talk to her that morning. And Pete said, how was she getting to the friend's house? I thought she was going to church. I thought I heard that she was going to church. Can we get 5 more likes? Get the 150? I thought she was going to church, right? But Cosme, I did say I want to go to bed by 9. It's 8:27. Thank you for reminding me. Jennifer Cable, welcome. Love your channel. You bring such calm and peaceful energy. Bless you. God bless you. You see me when I'm calm. When somebody come in here and they get rude. It's not the calm energy, but most of the time I am trying to be calm and peaceful. Thank you so much. Back door was unlocked and she was pistol whipped. What? What? Oh, I need to. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I now if she was whipped like y'all like you say, like the person said, um, is why do that to an 84-year-old? You don't have to do that to restrain her. You see what I'm saying? So if they did that, then no, I don't think she's alive. If they did that, and if they did that, then there will be more, way more blood than they're talking about. I know you all heard stories about the blood. I know you all heard stories about that. So, I if they pistol whipped her, then I don't think that they would have walked her out. I don't think she would have made it. You know what I mean? Um, and there's no reason to pistol whip an 84-year-old. Nancy attended a church online in New York at her friend's house. That's what the church thing came from because she was watching a church live stream. Okay, I thought she was going to church. It was that. Okay, since COVID, they have been having church service in her friend's home. Okay, okay, thank you for that. Yes, it's almost 8:30. I'm gonna go because I said I need to get back at that computer. But let's I just want to read this last article, and this is in regards to ooh, me keep folding up crisscross applesauce my hip. This is why they have me fold my leg, do the figure four, and push forward. Push forward. I love you all back. Okay, so it says sheriff on Nancy Guthrie case gives update. Says investigators are definitely closer. Now this was today. 3-3 at 6:48 a.m. He says what happened here? Okay, so let me see. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can see the okay, here we go. Pause. Okay, let me make it. Okay. Is this it? What why are y'all doing this like this? I'm sorry guys. I'm trying to this is not what I wanted. I want the
growing memorial seen in this video.
I'm trying to see what Nanos is saying. Okay. Sheriff on Guthrie case updates says investigators are definitely closer. Oh man. In an interview with NBC News, Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos shared updates on a car seen nearby on surveillance video, a backpack worn by the suspect, and more. So let's see what he's talking about.
He's also not giving up hope. So, Sheriff, it's been 30 days since Nancy Guthrie went missing. Are investigators any closer to finding the suspect or suspects?
I think the investigators are definitely closer. We got a lot of intel, a lot of leads, but now it's time to just go to work.
We also asked about that new ring camera video obtained by Fox News Digital showing a car 2.5 miles away. Is this really something we should be looking at?
Look, what I would tell you is this: we're aware of it, and we're looking into it, just like any other piece of evidence.
Have you been able to identify the car that drove past at 2:36 a.m.?
No.
No. But you are looking to identify it.
We're looking at that vehicle as well as hundreds of thousands of other vehicles that were out driving that time of day.
Nano says they still
There's hundreds of thousands of vehicles outside driving at that time of day at 2 o'clock in the morning, Sheriff. Does that hundreds of thousands of vehicles are out at 2 a.m.? So I'm gonna have to look at the video again as far as the car,
identified.
but the car looks like it looks like a it looks like a is that a Kia or a Honda? It looks like one of those box SUVs. What is the Element? That's what it looks like. I have to look at it again. But what's crazy is y'all look at this. Look at this. That's the same one as the book bag. If it's Ozark Trail, I got this from Walmart. I love this fanny pack, and as you can see, this one the first zipper broke. I was so mad. I love this fanny pack. I love it. I love it. I have a green one as well, but I love this one so much better. I love this one. But they stopped selling them. Really, he is a corrupt sheriff. I think they said Kia sold. See? See? Hundreds of thousands in the Catalina foothills. Dina, make it make sense for me. Make it make sense. It's not that many. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Welcome, Anna. I'm going to have to go back and watch. I know I've been on here for like 3 hours, guys. I'm going to have to go. Okay, so it is. I knew it was either a Kia or a Honda Element. Is a box one. It's a box vehicle. Okay, so let's see what else he's talking about.
As new is exclusive to Walmart. But who's to say I didn't buy it and put it on eBay? That's what we're looking at.
With so many questions, he told us there.
Hold on.
Purchased out of Walmart. That backpack as new as it.
Nano says they still haven't identified the other clothes the suspect was wearing and told us this about the backpack.
We've now learned that maybe it wasn't purchased out of Walmart. That backpack is new, is exclusive to Walmart. But who's to say I didn't buy it and put it on eBay? That's what we're
I'm going to buy this backpack from Walmart and put it on eBay. I mean, we we can say anything now because we don't know what's going on.
looking at.
With so many questions, he told us there is a lot they're just not sharing.
There's so much that everybody wants to know, right? But I would be very neglectful, irresponsible as a police law enforcement leader to share that with everybody. We have information on this case that we think is going to hopefully lead us to solving this case. But it takes time.
Can you get there?
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, well, that's good to hear, Liz. And by the way, you asked a lot of questions.
Mainstream media is sad with this sheriff. They are sad, right? But I do agree that he should not share information with us because if the kidnappers are watching, then it can turn into a problem, right? So I do agree that he should not share information with us. And all it's going to do is make us, if we don't know anything, we're just going to start assuming. We're humans. Well, I assume that this happened. And I think that this happened. And blah blah. That's what we're just going to start giving our opinions, right? But they're not 100,000 leaving Nancy's neighborhood. He shouldn't have said that. I don't know where that came from. He should have said we are following all the leads of the vehicles. But you, Shannon, sorry, y'all gotta hang now. 100,000, sir. I'm not even a full Tucsonan, right? Wasn't born and raised here, but I know it's not 100,000 damn cars going through Nancy's neighborhood. Catalina Foothills? No, no. He says eBay. So what now? They check eBay for Ozark backpacks. It doesn't. I don't know what's going on. Um, Softball questions, but why not do a press conference instead of only giving certain interviews? I think that, and I'm just going by what everybody else says. He's not a great public speaker. He should have never shared about the Nest video. Lost all negotiating. Yeah. Oh, hey, Rob. Wait, you said you saw me out there? Greetings, greetings. I'm trying. Almost 11 out here, East Coast. Good night, Tay Tay. Good night, Fergie. From New Zealand. So you were out there at the you were on the live at the vigil. All right, so let's finish this because y'all gotta go to bed. I gotta go to bed. We all gotta go to bed. We can't hang out with our friends. Y'all saw that commercial? I just want to hang out with my friends. You saw that commercial, the Alexa commercial. I just want to hang out with my friends. I want to go to bed. I don't want to go to bed. Okay, so it says, but I do agree. But I think a press conference is going to ask too many questions, and I don't think that they're ready for that. At Sierra Fire, greetings. I don't think that that he's ready for that. So it's like, let me just go and let people ask me questions that I feel comfortable people asking me questions, right? Thank you so much, Rob. We appreciate you. No country for old men. I'm not messing with you, Pete White. Okay, so um so Pima County Sheriff's Department, Chris Nanos believes investigators are making progress as search for Nancy Guthrie enters a new month. Nano spoke with NBC News correspondent Liz Kreutz. I'm sorry if I messed up your name, Liz. On March 2nd, with some updates on the case involving a missing 84-year-old mother of Savannah Today anchor, co-anchor Savannah Guthrie. So Savannah, her sister Annie, husband Tommaso. We're also seeing March 2nd. Okay, all right. So this is the flower that this is the post that Annie got that Savannah posted. It's beautiful, but I don't think that she said we feel the love and prayers from our neighbors from the Tucson community and from around the country. Please don't stop praying and hoping with us. Bring her home. The thing is like I guarantee you they would rather have their mother than that memorial. Nano said, "Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you, Rob." Um, Let me see. Oh, that was a movie. Oh, Pete White, No Country for Old Men. Was that a movie? Okay, I'm not sure. Okay. Nano said the sheriff's department now has a dedicated team from their homicide unit working with the FBI on the case. Nano said the sheriff's department now has a dedicated team from the homicide unit working with the FBI on the case. I just wanted to make sure y'all heard that. I might have to check that out, Dina. I might have to check that out. No, what was it called? No Country for Old Men. I have to check that out. Okay. Creepy. I love a scary movie. Tay, what's your thoughts on that appearance? Because I felt it was staged. Oh, you're talking about the family. Um, um, so I feel like the FBI or law enforcement has told them how to behave and what to say. I feel like part of it may have been staged on purpose, probably to show unity, right? If it's not actually there, but I think the emotions are real. Yeah, I don't want to judge them because it's like I can't imagine. I can't imagine. And then no one knows anything. It's been a month. It's like, are y'all going to solve this? It's I can't imagine what they're going through. So, he added that he and his team are operating under the belief that Guthrie is still alive and are pursuing thousands of leads. I think the investigators are definitely closer, he said. Here are the latest updates. Car seen on surveillance video not identified. Crute says Nanos asked Nanos about ring camera video, I think a mosquito biting me, obtained by Fox News Digital that shows a car driving past a home in Guthrie's home about 2.5 miles away from her house at 2:36 a.m. Somebody's burning something. On February 1st, Guthrie was reported missing by her family hours later that day. NBC News has not been able to independently verify the footage. Look, what I did tell you is this. My mother just texted me, good night. I know you say you want to go to bed early. And the temperature is dropping and dropping more and more. It said, look, what I will tell you is this. We're aware of it and we're looking into it, just like any other piece of evidence, Nano said. He said authorities have not been able to identify the car in the footage. We're looking at the vehicles, as well as hundreds of thousands of other vehicles that were driving out that time of the day. The backpack worn by the suspect may not have been bought at Walmart. So, just in case you didn't understand what he was saying, I'm just reading what was said. Oh, Nano's called the homicide unit day one. Yeah. I mean, the letter from Annie as well, Savannah's name, not on there. So I'm gonna go out there probably not tomorrow because tomorrow's a busy day. Maybe Thursday, Friday, or Saturday or Sunday. I'm gonna go out there and I want to see the update. I want to see the note. I'm gonna head out there. I just don't know where I'm gonna park. I don't know where I'm gonna park, y'all. That's why I haven't been out there. Yeah, I just don't know where I'm going to park. Investigators have not been able to identify the clothes worn by the man seen on doorbell camera video in front of Guthrie's home wearing a ski mask, backpack, and holster on the night she disappeared, according to Nanos. The backpack the man is seen wearing is exclusively sold by Walmart, but Nano says it may not have been bought at one. We've now learned that maybe it wasn't so. This is what he said. We've now learned that maybe it wasn't purchased out of Walmart. So they may know more than what we know. That backpack is new, is exclusive to Walmart, but who's to say I didn't buy it and put it on eBay? That's what we're looking at. That's a weird thing to say. He could have just left it at that, right? That's a weird thing to say. Nanos added that there is still information authorities have not shared with the public because if you say they bought it at eBay, you didn't just mysteriously say eBay, right? I don't know. Um, okay. Yes, I'm gonna text him. Like, why not the missing person unit first, Judy? That's interesting. I don't think it was staged, but they want coverage to continue when it was about to be a cold case after all the YouTube people left. They kicked us out. They kicked us out. Um, if it was my mom, you not working fast enough, I'm not staying at an Airbnb. Yes, they're keeping it close to the vest. I'm gonna sometimes after I finish doing everything I'm doing, it's too late for me to text JLR. But I'm going to reach out to him in the morning and see if there's somewhere where I could park so that way Thursday I can stop by, or Friday I can stop by. But you all know I need to know if I could stay there if I can come at night, because normally I come at night. My internet is not strong enough. My internet is like, girl, we can't compete with them, right? So coming at night is better for me. But if I can park in someone's parking lot, parking if I could park in someone's yard at night or on their property, then it'd be easier for me to still come out here and stream for you all, right? Go out there and stream. He said, there's so much that everybody wants to know, but I will be neglectful, irresponsible as police law enforcement leader to share that. We have information on this case that we think is going to be hopeful, that is going to hopefully lead us to solving this case, but it takes time. It does. No leads from DNA found at the scene. Now let's cover this real quick, right? Um, Nano said authorities are still having challenges trying to process mixed DNA found at Guthrie's home, at Guthrie's property. So, was the DNA mixed at the house, or did it get mixed once it got to the private lab? We're going to see. He suggested to Cruz that the mixture could be from several people. Experts have said that can make it difficult to extract DNA profile for one individual. Authorities have put some DNA into the National FBI data bank but received no hits. Nanos told Cruz he still believes that the DNA could be a viable lead, but that it will take more time to extract an identification. This is why I say that they should have utilized the FBI resources. Good night, forget me not. Please don't be out there alone at night as long as someone is with you. Yes, so Maria, as long as normally Brian Enton is out there at night, um, but I won't be out there at night by myself. I just need to make sure that I have somewhere to park. I'll come out there for a little bit, and depending on how far I gotta walk, right? I might not have to walk too far. It doesn't look like Brian walked too far. Brian Enton walked too far when he was in front of the house. So I hope they are checking into the neighbor. She talked about how to kidnap someone 5 days before Nancy went missing. Well, that's a hot mess. Okay, so new Nancy Guthrie case twist as man offers proof he saw the 84-year-old 5 days ago. So from MSN, the story was 15 hours ago. An unnamed individual claims to have spotted Nancy Guthrie within the last week. Well, they need to snatch his ass up and take him in for questioning, right? I did see that they took down the no parking signs, but I don't know if the signs that's going into the town, going into that neighborhood is still there, right? I don't know if that ordinance is still up. Um, but why not use the FBI resources? They have the best of the best. You gonna send it to somewhere in Florida? Why? I don't. That's not something I don't understand that, because if I have FBI resources, I went right to the FBI when it came to them people scamming me. I went right to the FBI. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go straight to the FBI. That's what I did. The 84-year-old mother of Savannah Guthrie was reported missing on February 1st. Search and rescue teams were deployed immediately. Were they? Whilst homicide detectives joined the effort following the sheriff's assessment of her Arizona residence. So you all were right about that. That they called um the FBI, I meant that they called the homicide detectives immediately, but they said search and rescue teams were deployed immediately after failing to attend a friend's home worship service. Law enforcement launched a full scale, and that's a good question. How was she getting there? Was she getting there through a Uber? How was she getting to the friend's house? Right? Um, okay. I love that, Madonna Maria. So I just found you. I don't want you going missing. I will yell and scream. They will know. Don't take me. I'm a fight. I'm a fight, right? The family wants the coverage, not Pima, Pete White. That makes Law enforcement launched a full scale investigation and appealed to the public for assistance in locating her. They initially posted a $2,500 award, which the FBI subsequently boosted to 100,000. It come as a chilling new theory emerged as to what happened to Nancy after an alleged sighting. This development follows revelations from a former FBI agent about a concealed code word that Savannah embedded in her communication to the abductors. We do know that the words, what she said was, it was structured, right? Okay. I'm gonna read those and then I'm gonna go because I said I want to go to bed. Like I still got a shower. One person, however, chose to, I haven't even eaten, y'all. One person, however, chose to approach TMZ with their information instead of contacting federal authorities directly. They sent an email to the media outlet asserting they possess details of Nancy's captor. We heard about that. In return, they demanded one Bitcoin, claiming the funds were necessary to help them remain hidden. TMZ published the demand, but no one responded to the proposal. The source contacted them again, providing additional details and voicing frustrations that their claims weren't being taken seriously. So far, they went to TMZ. They sent TMZ four separate emails and have started suggesting that the investigation may extend in Mexico, which shares a border with Arizona. Okay. So this person says, I know what I saw 5 days ago south of the border, and I was told to shut up. So I know who he is. And that was definitely Nancy with them. They stated in their latest message TMZ publicly offered to act as an intermediary, ensuring any information reaches the FBI that the source receives their reward if the anonymous tipster comes forward with intelligence. So I was asking, like, if someone is anonymous and they have information, how would that work? They would, TMZ said that they would stand in. The mysterious informant isn't alone in attempting to profit from the kidnapping. Ransom letters demanding 6 million in Bitcoin for Nancy's safe return was sent to both local CBS station and TMZ. The Guthrie family asked for evidence that Nancy, who has ongoing health issues, remain alive. Despite this, they expressed willingness to meet the ransom demand. Okay, um, so people are running and doing whatever they can do to try to get the money, right? The ransom note contains specific details withheld from public knowledge to confirm their legitimacy. Ooh, let's go back to that. The ransom notes contain specific details withheld from public knowledge to confirm their legitimacy and set two separate deadlines. Both deadlines passed without Nancy's release, and there appeared to be no Bitcoin transfers to the designated account. Alongside what seemed to be a genuine correspondence, authorities also intercepted fraudulent letters. At least one person posed as a kidnapper, sending counterfeit ransom demands, and they were arrested, wasn't they? Weren't they? Stupid. That individual, police confirmed, was taken into custody and faces charges related to the scheme. No Bitcoin payment was obtained through their deceptive attempt. That person was stupid. Right? Now you don't even have Nancy. You don't even have the money, and now you're facing charges. Good luck with that, dummy. This development follows revelations from a man claiming knowledge of Nancy Guthrie's abductor, who has disclosed the disturbing motivation behind the Bitcoin demand. It comes after a criminal attorney revealed the 6 huge red flags in Nancy case that don't add up. So everyone is coming and they are giving their 2 cents. But I didn't know that someone has said that they saw her. I didn't know that. Um, but we will continue to pray for Nancy's return. We hope that that law enforcement is actually on to something and we just don't know. They're just not telling us. Um, but I'm so thankful for all of you, Tay Tay, JLR, Tucson, and any other podcaster I have forgotten names. I will pray for everyone as I always do. I'm just a grandma who is 67 years young. Thank you, Miss Judy. And you make sure that we appreciate all the love and the prayers, and we're thankful for you all for watching and keeping this case in the media because we can be on here. It takes you all to watch, right? So we appreciate that, and I pray that you stay safe, Miss Judy. Pray that you stay safe. That is so odd. This sheriff literally is like a 1,000 word puzzler. None of the pieces fit. Dina Weeks, that part. Neighbors say the neighborhood has always been beyond safe. And forget me not, that is the, didn't you say goodnight? You worse than me. Um, me and someone was talking the other day. And like we were just saying, like we know if you want to do some nefarious things, go to South Tucson. South Tucson is close to the borders, the hood, this, that, and that. But if you're in Catalina foothills, Oro Valley, you so the person was like, Oro Valley? I'm like, exactly. So unless you live here, you don't know where the affluent neighborhoods are. Can we get 2 more likes to get to 170? 2 more likes, 170. So it's just people live in these neighborhoods and they think that they're safe and they're actually not. Nothing, like I told y'all, when the woman, what's his name? Gary Tribbiani. I'm gonna go to the place and I'm gonna tell this story. It's gonna be on location Friday Night Frights, right? And thank you so much, guys. And this was I told if you all watch my video on Saturday, ride with me. I rode past a place called Weston La Paloma. I think this was in the 80s, but it was a huge case, a huge crime of someone's house. I mean, someone's car being on his birthday. This was in an affluent neighborhood. This man was rich. He was rich. Shout out to the person that took their like away. Shout out to the person that clicks thumb down for every video. I know it's my stalker. I know. Oh, I hate her. Look at her channel growing. I try to destroy her life. You can't destroy what God gave me, boo. But I'll see you this summer. I ain't playing. I sue people, y'all. So, quick question. Did you see the drunk today that stopped and spoke to JLR and Alex today? He was ranting and raving, not sure what he was saying. But then cops stopped and asked him about the guy. I didn't see that. Monday through Wednesday, I'll hop in and then I'll leave. I'll hop in. I can't constantly watch, but I, I don't know why people are getting drunk and driving past the house. I don't know. I don't know. Where's that info from? The person who saw Nancy. This was MSN. I'll post the links in the description box. I'll post those. But oh my gosh, all these comments. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna check out the stream. Thank you so much, guys. He said he was crazy. Thank you so much. We ride at dawn, Tay Tay. um, oh, so you remember Dina Weeks. You remember, yes, I was born and raised in Arizona. That was a huge case. And so you know that it was in La Paloma is not cheap. La Paloma is la dinero. El dinero. Mucho. Right? But we're going to talk about that. Because I was like, it matter of fact, it was on like Amazon Prime has a channel that said Love Kills, and it was on the other night. When I was going to bed, I just have it on the background. I'm telling you, I'm a true crime addict. That's all I listen to. I don't know why. I don't know why. Other things, like other shows, they just piss me off. They just Lifetime movies. Oh, get up! What are you doing? Right? So I mean, I be yelling at the TV like, "Why don't do that? Why would you do that, ma'am?" And this is for the this is for the true crime, right? But uh, Pam Phillips and Gary Tribbiani, and someone said, "Well, Tribbiani sounds like." Uh, that sounds like a mobster. Started cracking up. But that was a huge case. They blew up the car. They blew up the car on his birthday. But we're gonna talk about that. There's been quite a few big cases here, right? But I don't know. I don't know. Madonna Maria. See, I should have left. I should have left. Thank you so much for the super chat. You must be, that is in pounds. So you must be overseas. Thank you so much. She says, Madonna Maria 838 says, thank you for cooking lovely food for the others. Heard it was delicious. It really was. It really was. And they enjoyed it. And I'm just so happy. Thank you so much for the super chat. You all, thank you for riding with me. But I gotta go so I can be here for you all. Oh, you're in Ireland. I always want to go to Ireland. My surname is White, and they say it's Irish. Yeah. But I love going to different places, just learning about other people's cultures. I just love that. So thank you for the love from Ireland. I'm going to set up the live for Friday, right? And that's going to be, you'll be able to call in and we can talk about this. And I'm going to continue to follow any new leads, and we're just hoping that the sheriff, Pima County Sheriff's Department, and the FBI are following the leads that they say, and one of these leads will just break, right? And it will be like a domino effect. That's what we're hoping. I love you all, and I'll see you maybe tomorrow night or definitely Thursday. Lord, by the end of the night at 7 o'clock, 7:30 on Wednesdays, I'm just like, what's my name? What's my name? I don't know what's going on. I'm so busy. But you all, I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Dolly's turtles are worldwide. I can't wait to meet Dolly Vision. I can't wait. I hope he has safe travels here, and wherever people are going, if they're going home or if they're coming back here, safe travels, safe travels, safe travels. You all sleep well, and I'll see you soon. God bless you, and good night.